the Lavitzes, the Gonzalo Higuain. Now he's the man getting on the end of them.
All right, so it's the second half has just gotten underway in this Argentina-Austria game. How do you expect this one to end? You expect more heroics from Messi, or can Austria find a way back?
Austria can. Right after the penalty miss from Messi, they got back into the game. And then Argentina basically took back the game from them. But they have the ability to do it. But it's all about are they going to be clinical in the times they get these chances. And I think the centre forwards and the midfielders need to be a bit more patient with the ball. And they might be able to get through this Argentina defense. However, the Argentina team is a pretty decent team. I think they still have another 2 goals in them. So it's going to be a difficult task for Austria. I don't see them getting back in this game.
One of the criticisms that I've heard people saying about how opposing teams play Messi, could Messi be a little bit more aggressively challenged, or are opposing teams allowing him too much time and space on the ball?
There's a mix up. I don't think they're allowing him time and space on the ball. I think the man is just intelligent and knows where to go, where to find space. It's a very big football field. So majority of the times he's walking around, scanning, looking. And normally man marking jobs are not done in football again. It's all about maintaining shape, maintaining the compactness of a defense, having 2 banks of 4, probably a 5 and a 4 bank. But Lionel Messi knows the time and space and knows when to get into those spaces. So that is just the issue. Very rarely you're going to see man marking happening in football. But it's been years since we see that kind of play. So it's all about compact defense, pressing in 1 or 2s. Not 1 and 2, but 3 or 4 players trying to press the ball at a time. But the man is a genius. So you have to give that to him. Not a lot of players can do what Messi do. Not a lot of players have that ability that Messi has, of just reaching at the right time, picking up the ball at the right spaces. But whenever players are close to him, though, Orville, he feels it. So if you were watching the game before, there was a ball that was pinged up to him, and the defender from Austria was close to him, like number 3, Danzo, and he gave him a really, really tough challenge. So if they're close to him when he's picking up the ball, he's going to feel it.
We don't want to talk about Argentina and make it look like a Lionel Messi show alone. They have now scored 4 goals without conceding. 3-0 in the first game. They are 1-0 up now. Who are the other Argentina players that you're impressed with?
I really like how the central midfielder Enzo Fernandez is playing. Seems like he had a good season with Chelsea. Had a lot of goals and assists. I think he had 20 goals and assists combined this season. So he's looking good in the middle of the park. I like the look of the Armada as well, outside on the right hand side, on the left hand side rather. So he's playing well as well. And the defense, of course, they're a very hard working team. Overall, whenever they lose the ball, they get back into their banks of 4 and they work their socks off. So they have that ability to shut teams out. So that's why you're seeing the genius of Messi, but you're also seeing where, because of how hard they work, because of how they shut down spaces, it's very difficult to score on them. It's actually very difficult to get a shot off this Argentina team.
All right, so we've come to the first, but there are some other games that we'd want the great Demar Hamley to look at. It's about 5 minutes gone in the second half, Argentina versus Austria. Argentina, the defending champions, leading 1-0. Some other games that were played yesterday, we want the expertise of the man they call Bull to just take a look at that when we come back. The next 15 minutes is World Cup. After that, folks, it's back to original programming where we entertain your calls. So come back.
Jamaica, this summer football season, we're taking it outside. The biggest watch party is going down at Caymanas Park. Watch the FIFA World Cup 2026 on Rush Sports, the official broadcaster at Caymanas Park on the biggest outdoor screen in the Caribbean. Link up your crew, pull up and watch your favorite teams compete from June 12th to July 19th. Just that tailgate party at Caymanas Park. Be there. Big fives, best odds, only with Just Bet. Visit at JustBetJA on Instagram for more details. Must be 18 years or older. Please, game responsibly. Just Bet.
We all have people we check on. With Rely On from Hawkeye, they can check on you too. Get alerts from your loved ones, share your location, and connect instantly to Hawkeye's 24-hour emergency response service. Whether you're at home, Working late or on the road? Help is always within reach with voice-activated panic alerts. Call 926-HAWK or visit us online today. Rely on Hawkeye, securing what matters most.
You're listening to Omega Radio's 2026 FIFA World Cup show. Sponsored by Access to Information, Right to Know, Power to Change, and Hawkeye, securing what matters most.
All right, so we have Demar Himley, the man we call Bull, who is one of the staples on the sports desk with his usual insightful analytical skills on football. So we're picking his brain as far as the results here are concerned. Now, some games happened yesterday, Bull, that we want you to put on your thinking cap and tell us about. Uruguay were held 2-2 by Cape Verde. Cape Verde now has played two drawn games against two former champions. They're in Spain and Uruguay. What does this tell us about Cape Verde?
I mean, it tells us that again to look at these teams, to look at the heart at which they're playing at, the togetherness in which they're playing at. Each player is fighting for each player. I mean, you look at what they're achieving, and that's just true teamwork. So they're doing a lot of running. I think they're one of the teams that have completed the most covered the most distance in the tournament so far across those two games. So they're doing a lot of running. They're putting their bodies on the line. I think they have a lot of block shots as well. So, and the goalkeeper versus Spain had a brilliant game. Wasn't so excellent against Uruguay, but the defenders in front of him put in a very good shift. So, like a block shots again. I must say that. So, you look at it, they deserve their 2 points. They've worked very hard for it, and now probably thinking, a win against Saudi Arabia, and they should be in the next round of the World Cup.
Yeah, and that Saudi Arabia team didn't look particularly impressive when they took on Spain. Now, Spain did play to a 0-0 draw in their opening game against the above-mentioned Cape Verde. But Spain showed in that victory against Saudi Arabia that write them off at your own peril was an imperious 4-0 win. How much should we give credit to Spain for that? Or would us say Saudi Arabia was a little worthless side?
I mean, we can say all these things, but when you turn up on the day, you have to beat these teams, because I'm sure before the game against Cape Verde, a lot of persons will say Spain will be taking care of business because Cape Verde is a little worthless side, quote unquote. But you have to take care of the teams when you see them, and I thought the tactical adjustment, bringing in Dani Almo, Yamal getting more minutes, as well as Baida. Those players on the wings proved to be very difficult for the Saudi Arabian team to control, especially Yamal. He was brilliant right through the 45 minutes that he played. So it was just a matter of Spain taking care of business.
Spain is one of the pre-tournament favorites. Did you see anything from that game against Saudi Arabia that demonstrated to you that they are worthy favorite contenders, or top 2 or 3 favorites, or are you of the feeling that that they haven't impressed enough?
I mean, we don't look at one game to say that the team is this or team is that. We look at the amount of games they have played. I think that has been the 31 or 32 games now unbeaten in our competitions right across qualifying, Euros, all of those competitions that they have played in. So it's a formidable Spain team. When I watched the game yesterday to look is how Yamal looks. How is he feeling? Is he sharp enough? I know he's coming back from a hamstring injury, and some of those. Sometimes you lose that explosiveness, and it seems like he's getting it back. Got a good 45 minutes, and once he's in tip-top shape, and he still has that explosiveness, then Spain is big contenders.
When I looked at the Spain game yesterday, Bull, I said I wouldn't say Bull enough. Demar Himley, sir. I remember Spain in 2010 was a nice like a tiki-taka team, taking the Barcelona template and demonstrated tiki-taka as well as most modern teams would have. But when I looked at the Spain team yesterday, I didn't quite see that. The TV up on me, I don't show it the same way as other people's TV. I've come to accept that. But is it that Spain is not as one-dimensional, that they can be tiki-taka, but they can be a little bit more, what's the word I'm looking for? A little bit more expansive in the things that they try to do. I think.
So the word you're looking for is more vertical. That's the term they call it now.
Vertical.
Expansive more. Yeah, expansive
But that was the
vertical.
word I was going to use, but I'll take your. I'm just saying that they have a different way to play.
Yeah, so
They are not tick tock,
they're
tick tock
faster.
again.
They're faster and a bit more direct when needs be.
Oh,
So if it comes to a point where they need to put down the ball and knock around because there's not a lot of spaces and they have to be patient and look for it, they will. But because of players like Nico Williams, so we're talking about the last 4 years, no? They're looking at players like Nico Williams and Yami Yamal over the past two years. Those players, when they get the ball, they are thinking one thing: how can I hurt teams? In previous years, a lot of players like the Javis, Iniesta, the Pedros, all of those players would keep it, get their legs tired, and then they look to kill you. These players, they kill you from the first minute. So it's just a difference in styles. So you're not going to see the same tiki-taka from Spain. I don't think any team in football now plays that tiki-taka because with the low block and teams and teams doing extensive research on tiki-taka football, teams will just sit in a bank, 2 banks of 4, and you find it very frustrating to beat them. So you have to have more vertical in your play. You have to have more skill on the outside on the wings to break these lines, and that's what Spain is very good at.
I noticed something else yesterday that has become part and parcel of the modern game, where left-footed wide players are now deposited on the right side of the field, and the same thing on the other wing. Is that wasn't the case in football 15, 20 years ago? Left-footed players played on the left side, and predominantly right-footed players, when they are wide, play on the right side. I see Yamal yesterday continuing a trend. Is that trend here to stay, or is football going to get to a point where left people play on the left side again? So they're crossing the ball. In other words, the current, what they call inverted wingers and all these new terms, is almost as if the wide players are not there to square the ball as much as they are there to cut in and shoot. Although Yamal's goal was a right-footed goal. But what do you make of that trend?
So when you look right across world football, you look at just the numbers. You look at the numbers, you look at some teams, you realize that the wide players are the one getting the goals. So they get these goals by playing more inside, because the closer you are to the frame of the goal, the more chances you'll get to score. For example, you talk about a left player that comes inside a lot, Mo Salah. A lot of persons will just go to Mo Salah. Wide player on the right that comes inside a lot and closer to the goal. You look at Mo Salah numbers, you look at the amount of goals that he has. This is something that it has been happening since probably Robin days. So it's not something that is new, and it will continue happening. And one of the things that this allows also is when you have a winger that is inverting, fullbacks nowadays they go up and down. A lot of person watching the World Cup, I'd like you to look at a fullback that plays for Fulham, and he plays for the US national team, number 5, Robertson. He's up and down right throughout the game. So because that he is basically the player, he is the winger, quote unquote, in attack. Because a lot of these teams, as soon as they get the ball, for example, Germany, as they get the ball, they have 3 players in the back line, and then they have basically one of the wing backs becoming a winger. So the wing players coming from the wing backs, and what they do is that they overload the middle and try to get some nice triangles in the middle to play through you. So it's just a development of the game. It's not like 4-4-2 now, you have a right winger, goes down the flank and he swings the ball in, and 2 big forward up top trying to get the ball into goal.
Yeah. All right, so before we move on to some of the games, based on what you have seen of Spain, you're convinced that they will still be around in the big man stage, say semi-finals?
Yes, I think when you look at the trajectory of the group and all the things I think that are supposed to happen, who they're going to face, when I look at all that, I think they will be in the top 4.
All right, so another game that was played yesterday was Egypt. I think coming from behind to beat New Zealand 3-1. I think New Zealand scored first, and then all of a sudden Egypt looked unstoppable. Could this be the year when an underdog managed to creep up and do something? And could Egypt be that team?
No, I don't think they will be. New Zealand is not the best of teams to judge any team on, but again, you have to play who is in front of you. New Zealand did give them a bit of run for their money, but eventually the substitutions worked for the coach, and Mo Salah, with his nice intercept play, got a goal that basically killed the New Zealand team. And when Egypt was on top, they say this in football, when you're on top in terms of when you're getting the better of the attacking play, you need to score, and they scored. Whenever they were on top, they scored. New Zealand got on top, got a goal, and when they were on top again, they weren't scoring. So take all that into consideration, they deserve their win.
All right. Another game yesterday that had fans talking was Belgium. Have some names that you think should make Belgium perform a lot better than they are doing, but they were held to a 0-0 draw. What is the reason why Belgium, despite having some names that you expect to make an impact, haven't had the greatest of starts?
I mean, in Belgium team, the names that you're looking at are players who are basically past their prime. The Lukaku's and especially Kevin De Bruyne, they are past their prime. So it's not the prime players that you're looking at. Trossard, I think, should have done a bit better in both games. So you look at it, it's not the best Belgium team we're looking at. I have to give the opponent credit. They played the best they could, and Belgium tried. But it's a case where the best players for Belgium way past their prime, and it's just not a good Belgium team. The best Belgium team we saw when the quote-unquote golden generation was in their prime. You're talking about the Lukaku 2018, the Kevin De Bruyne in 2018, the Eden Hazard in 2018. They went to the semi-finals of the World Cup, and they were beaten by France. So when you look at all that into play, you just look at these players are just way past their best, and the Belgium team is not that good, especially in defense. It's not a very good defensive team.
All right, we are now, what is it, still 1-0, Argentina versus Austria. We're looking at the screen as we speak. We have about a minute, Bull, before we have to run.
I just want to say something, though, before you go. This idea that the players are not tackling Lionel Messi. Lionel Messi in the first game was involved in 8 ground duels, meaning when you're on somebody challenging for the ball, he won 3. And he was fouled 1 time in that game. So that tells you, and that was a team that basically had very little to offer. So that tells you that whenever he's close to them, they're going to put in a tackle. And
1 foul over 90 minutes for the arguably the most dangerous player in the world.
So you look at this.
You want to compare that with Maradona getting fouled 19 times?
No, we're not talking about what happened back then. What happened back then, you were allowed to get away with a lot.
Okay.
Yeah, and back then it was more individualistic. So Maradona will pick up the ball and just run.
Yeah, so Messi go and knock it and bounce.
Messi go and knock it and move. So let's take a look at this game now. Mm-hmm. So there is what? How many minutes gone in this game? 65 minutes gone in this game so far. Again, the ground duels. He has lost 5 of them out of 10, and he has been fouled 3 times. So the idea, remember now in Orville, modern day football, not a lot of fouls is happening, because they kind of protect the attacking players in a sense. So you're not going to get those raking challenges that you would see back in the 90s. So they are tackling him. Whenever he's close to them, they're going to get to him. But the man is just a genius at just eluding people. Okay. Right? But I still believe, though, that some of these, especially the first goal today, if I was the coach of Austria, the captain, Sabitzer, when Messi passed the ball, he was right beside Messi. And Messi basically walked to the box, scored the goal, and after he hit the ball, and that's when Sabitzer appearing across the screen. So clearly you're not working hard enough to get back. And I think you can't make it easy for him, and I think that goal was just made easy for him.
All right, sir. We leave it there, Bull. You know, when you're ready, you talk a really good game. I have to give you that.
What's wrong with this one?
No, it's an honest thing. You talk football like a man will really understand the game. I can't knock you on that, my boss. Well, brilliant analysis of what we have seen. You and I know that we will be calling upon you again.
All right, boss.
Respect. So that's Demar Hemley. We won't call him Bull. Bull, you can call the program at between now and 3 o'clock if you're so inclined. By then you will be called Bull again. But for now, though, we take a break, and then the sports desk in its original and traditional format will be back. We expect to hear from all of you in a few minutes from now.
Omega Radio's 2026 FIFA World Cup show was sponsored by Access to Information, Right to Know, Power to Change, and Hawkeye, securing what matters most.
Jamaica. This summer football season, we're taking it outside. The biggest watch party is going down at Caymanas Park. Watch the FIFA World Cup 2026 on Rush Sports, the official broadcaster at Caymanas Park on the biggest outdoor screen in the Caribbean. Link up your crew, pull up and watch your favorite teams compete from June 12th to July 19th. Just bet tailgate party at Caymanas Park. Be there. Big vibes, best odds, only with Just Bet. Visit at JustBetJA on Instagram for more details. Must be 18 years or older. Please game responsibly. Just Bet.
It is your right to know what you want. Information at your fingertips. It's for the man in the streets, for those in business. Information for everybody. No hazard, so you can use it to develop your community. Your right to know information at your fingertips.
A message from the Access to Information Unit.
It's now time for Sports in a Minute, sponsored by Edgechem, Western Sports, Megamart, Spectrum Insurance Brokers, and D'Angelo Auto Spares and Accessories Limited. All right, in Sports in a Minute, Sussex all-rounder James Coles has been called up by England for their T20 series against India. The 22-year-old Coles is yet to make his international debut, but he hit a career-best 224 not out in a county championship game against Glamorgan earlier this month. His record in the T20 Blast last season was also impressive, scoring 397 runs at an average of 33 and taking 10 wickets at an economy rate of just over 9. Harry Brook will captain the side in 5 T20 matches, despite being overlooked to lead the test side against New Zealand. And that is Sports in a Minute. Sports in a Minute was sponsored by Western Sports, the sports people, Megamart, best value by far, Spectrum Insurance Brokers, setting the industry standard, and D'Angelo Auto Spares and Accessories Limited at 20 Balmoral Avenue, Kingston 10, and shop number 10, 1A Chapelton Road. Call 876-929-9146.
You're listening to Omega Radio, broadcasting live. Omega Radio, Omega Radio, Omega.
It's now time for Jamaica's first and the number one daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk. Call us and let us have a discussion.
All right, so we're back now to Sports Desk format, and you know the numbers by now. 615-2841. Give us a early call. It's Orville here alone, Zidane under the weather again. So it's 615-2841. And we welcome all of your calls on any subject matter of your choice. We start the ball rolling. Yeah, we do. Hello. Hello.
Chat.
Bramble Garvey, how you do?
Hey, you know, so you need to capitalize off of the word.
Bramble.
So, you never take it. Yeah, man.
You're right.
Every time I see you on Zidane on YouTube, hear me to myself. You know, so them guy and I never listen to economists. You should be wearing some t-shirts that say you're Bramble. Zidane should be wearing some t-shirts where say go learn sports.
You know, I had a Bramble t-shirt line out. I had a Bramble t-shirt line out at one point, you know.
Yeah?
Yeah, man. And it does need some help. It was taking too much out of me.
But it's true, I love derail the black man and the derail all myself.
Yeah, the man. Boy, God, you know, he's here.
Anyway, we have some observations for the World Cup I'm going to share inside.
Yeah.
I said to some people that I thought all of the host nations would get to the round of 16.
But before you reach the saga, you can't just escape the fact that you were very bramble when you said Shamar Joseph is not in the top 10 because he only play 11 tests.
Oh, no. So hold on. Mr. Higgins, by the way, thank you for getting me to that.
When there are players who did get to the top 3 after playing 11 tests.
So you're saying he did have to block the world record, so you're saying special.
What are you? No. Address something.
No, what Mr. Higgins is saying on national radio, people, is that if Shamar Joseph was not in the top 2 people to ever get to it, by the way, people, he's number 21 in the ICC rank.
No, Garvey, don't, Garvey, you're making me hurt me now. Garvey said, people, that the only reason why Shamar Joseph is not ranked higher.
No, I never said the only reason. That is a part of the reason.
Is because he's only played 11 test matches. And and I'm saying other people who have played 11 test matches has found themselves as high as number 3. A man named Jaiswal from India.
Hold on. Where was Chopra ranked after 11 test matches?
I don't know.
He was ranked in the top 10?
I don't know. But the argument that you were putting up for Shamar Joseph's inability to break in the top 10 was flawed.
Mr. Higgins, but I'm not judging them off of top 10. I am judging them off of their numbers. You're the one that's being wrong.
No.
No, this man does not want to talk about the numbers. He wants. And last week, you jump out there and you say, how? I asked you where you would put him now. You say you wouldn't pick him for a World 11.
No.
Not over guys like Pat Cummins. Me ask you if you'd pick the Australian bowler. You say, yes, guys like Pat Cummins.
Yeah.
So I say to you, hold on. It's head-to-head 2 times in 2 series. This guy has outboard.
Hold on.
Yeah.
After exactly 11 test matches, Jasprit Bumrah created history by reaching a career high number 3 in the ICC men's test bowling.
All right, so you're saying that
next
topic. Okay, all right, yes, Mr. Higgins, Bumrah did that. Cool.
No man, next topic.
You know what we were talking about.
You know, look for you,
so we lose the argument. No,
garbage.
You mean this?
You said.
Are you that have better numbers over the last 2 series that Pat Cummins is a special talent.
But
the 2 series you think
nice try.
Being professionals in the field of insurance broking, claim settlement, and risk management services for over 35 years. We offer a wide range of insurance services including motor, property, liability, accident, life and international health for individuals and companies at competitive rates. Call 926-3572 or visit 7.5 Haining Road, Kingston 5 or shop number 3 James Plaza, Mandeville. Call 625-6804 or visit online spectrumjamaica.com. Spectrum Insurance Brokers, setting the industry standards.
The Jamaica Anti-Doping Commission JADCO needs your help to eliminate doping and keep sport clean. If you have concerns about any doping activity, you can share the information with JADCO anonymously. The information you share will be treated with the highest level of confidentiality. Make the right call if you see something, say something. Protect clean sport. Protect our legacy. To report doping activity, call 888-429-5232 or visit the JADCO website at jadco.gov.jm. A message from the Jamaica Anti-Doping Commission.
You're listening to Omega Radio, broadcasting live. Omega Radio, Omega Radio, Omega.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and number one daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
Whenever the one Garvey get licks, he tries to change the topic and go on like another team said. Bumrah is a far better bowler than Shamar Joseph, my boss. It was so from the beginning, and I'm not saying that Shamar won't eventually be considered, but anybody who half understand the sport will tell you that Shamar Joseph must be ranked, must be seen as better than Bumrah. I don't. The word that I use to describe that level of reasoning, I can't say it on the radio. Because the man black and Bumrah not black. You're too black in how you reason, brother. That is just a man where falls there I put race above quality. Bumrah fling when Bumrah almost unflingable with him action. You sound a way up on the radar, boss. How we say now? 615-2841. 615-2841. Those are your numbers. Call right now and get your thing in. 82 minutes gone in the Argentina game. People, it's Argentine defense. We talk a lot about Argentina, Messi and them things, but this defense is sounding up. We go back online. Hello.
Yes, my brother Wagwan.
How are you, Franco?
Bless up yourself. Bless up yourself. Sound like you did say something about Argentina before me come on.
Yeah, I'm saying a lot of us give Messi a lot of credit for helping Argentina to win the last tournament. But remember that went to penalties and Argentina's goalkeeper made some, did some good things. So it is not just a Messi team. I think the defense of Argentina must be credited as well. So they are 8 minutes away from completing their second game and they are still yet to concede. So we have to look on that as well.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man, that do the thing, man, in teammates I work with him, man.
Yeah.
If in teammates then I work with him, man, the thing won't happen so, man. Everybody I play their part, but Messi, the most important part of Messi and him, I play for him part, but him alone can't do it, brother.
And that is why I said that 2022 team was a team effort, because in previous tournaments with Argentina, it's almost like knock it to Messi and he will work magic.
No.
The 2022 World Cup, I get the feeling that more people that pull them weight. And that is why Argentina trumped in the end. Messi scored 7 goals, yes, but 4 of them were penalties. Oh. Go on.
Nah, team sport, Orville. No care what the star do, if the rest of the team now pull them weight, it go to waste to where the star do, a la Michael Jordan 63 points in a playoff game and them lose. You get what I'm saying? No care how brilliant the superstar is. If the teammates ain't pulling their weight, it is gonna go to nil.
Right. And I don't think Messi was much different in the 2022 World Cup than how he's played before. I think the difference was that now his team stepped up defensively and otherwise.
Messi flopping team step up, man, the whole time, and Messi didn't.
No, sir. Messi team. 2022 was the best team effort.
But he's been the missing link. It's now the reverse.
Well, me disagree. I think 2022 the team step up.
He's now come to being the missing part, man. You got it wrong, man. But anyway, man, what me did want to say, you slipped me real quick. Man, you remember the World Cup? Nice, me I tell you, though. Was Zidane there?
No, Zidane under the weather.
You see where you taking in any of the it's the 2020 Women's Cricket World Cup, ain't it?
Yeah, I'm watching some of the games. I'm watching some highlights. And when I can't watch live, I can't.
When they lose, was it yesterday? India lose to Australia.
Yeah, I'm watching most of our games. I know we are 3 from 3 at the moment. With
man, I see 3 games too, but me can't.
Stefan Taylor playing 2 proper innings.
Huh?
Our Jamaican batter, them call her nowadays, Stefan Taylor, is batting as well as probably she has ever batted. 2 crucial innings to take way over the line both times.
Yeah, man, me feel say them they without them the Indians the way we definitely lose.
Yes.
Yeah, man, for real, man. It's a great thing, may I tell you, yo.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, for real, man. But may I tell you, yo, the World Cup is going on, bro.
I would say your side, Franco.
Brazil, man, but me not pick. Me I pick a repeat final, you know. Once then they on the opposite draw, you know, after the last matches. Me just want to see Argentina and France they on opposite side. That the World Cup final. Then me I pick a repeat final.
Yeah.
Once them they on the opposite side of the draw.
Why me would? Yeah. It's not a bramble position.
They on the same side of the draw. Well, you know that ain't gonna happen. But them are meet.
Yeah.
And them 2 sides them pick for meet. Them 2 sides have to meet in the World Cup.
Okay. All right.
It's gonna be a good World Cup, man. It's already been a good World Cup, man. For yo, you full joy in it, yo.
Yeah.
I just pay, yeah. You sound like, you know, sir, Orville. The other day I forgot what I was doing. What was I doing? Oh yeah, putting on some credit on my phone, right? And got one of the numbers wrong, right? So me call 100 customer care for them to assist me. Man, I'm talking to a machine. Yo, you ever try that? Try that, man. And it comes on telling you that she is a machine, you know. But go ahead and speak. She will understand and reply. And speak I did, you know, and reply the thing did, you know, a computer, you know. I'm laughing to myself. You see where the world is going, yo?
Yeah.
You know, get what me I say?
No, me not sure. Say that again.
I'm saying, man. All right, man. Forget it, man. Let's go, man. Me keep a full jar of the sports. You get what I'm saying?
Yes, man.
Yeah, man. I'm really a full jar, man. And have you heard anything about me not blame her still because I don't see why she would want to go here. But you find out anything concrete about Ilian Thompson?
No, me hear say she had a niggle and that's why she never take part in the trials.
Yeah, I think she just used it to kind of sharpen up certain things. Me never too keen pan she make no trying to go to this thing, man. Yeah. This thing, man.
Understand?
Money try and make out of this, yo. That thing ain't gonna help you make no money, yo. You're not a girl of her status, yo. And where she reach, if anything, she have to try prepare more try prepare herself and try and make it to the next Olympics or the World Championship.
Yeah.
That's where me want it done. She know it too. This is a little thing where she there go. What was it again? Commonwealth? Wasn't that that winner?
Yeah, well, it's for the Commonwealth.
You're not hearing nothing I'm saying, is you?
No, man, I'm hearing you.
Who can reply to me, you know?
The trials is for the Commonwealth Games, although there's a thing called the Ultimate World Championship this year. But yeah, it's for the Commonwealth Games, for those who are interested in going.
Yeah, and I'm saying the Commonwealth game is not that important, especially to an experienced runner like
you have a point. Yeah,
it's not going to add anything to her thing.
I agree.
You get what I'm saying? She got to be trying to prepare herself to either make some money or go represent at the Olympics or the yeah, man, that's her thing. And I think her camp and even her herself should know that. Anyway, bless up yourself, guy. It's like I'm boring to you. Anyway, bless up.
Why would Franco say that? All right, make we leave that alone. 615-2841. 615-2841. People, you said that 2022 World Cup, one day we need to revisit that, you know. That Messi just step up. The Argentina goalkeeper. First, make we start with, well, we'll come back to that. We'll go back online. Hello? Or music. We take the music now? All right, so we take the music early because we have, some football discussions and things to come. This one is from Amari, and it's called the Winner's Anthem.
Stick to the plan. So me I win every day. Alright then, hard work, no believe in a luck. Office stay conscious, remain focused. Alright then, so you gotta be sharp and stick to the plan. That by my side, I me no fear no man. So me I win every day. Alright, evil step aside. A time for me fly. Left on me grind while you asleep at night. So me I win every day. Alright. Check, no disrespect. Straight success, the new trend where you set. I hustle every day with every breath when me get. Me come for my own, no care who are upset and protest. I'm so blessed living without stress. God on my mind, eyes on my progress. Don't miss, now you up with the time like Rolex. Me born for win, no me no one. So you gotta be strong and stick to the plan. God on my side, and me no fear no man. So me I win every day. Alright, evil step aside. A time for me fly. Left on me grind while you asleep at night. So me I win every day. Alright, so just have a vision and stick to the mission. And let your faith in the Lord be your ammunition. So I'm tilling the land and I'm singing my song. I do me and this work for make a couple of grand. So go on, juggle and do the double. No make no laziness and scam and get you in a trouble. No do no crime for make no police come and bust your bubble. Now stop push it shovel till me get out of the struggle. And stick to the plan. God by my side and me no fear no man. So me I win every day. Alright, evil step aside. A time for me fly. Left on me grind while you asleep at night. So me I win every day. Alright, stick to the plan. So me I win every day. Alright, stick to the plan. Alright, win every day. So we are win every day. Alright.
Yeah, Mari saying Win Every Day or Winner's Anthem. That's the title of that one, and that's our first musical selection for the day. It's almost full time in that game between Argentina and Austria. We'll be having some halftime discussions. When we come back, we should be just about there after this break.
It is your right to know what you want. Information at your fingertips. It's for the man in the streets, for those in business. Information for everybody. No has it, so you can use it to develop your community. Your right to know information at your fingertips.
A message from the Access to Information Unit.
Jamaica, this summer football season, we're taking it outside. The biggest watch party is going down at Caymanas Park. Watch the FIFA World Cup 2026 on Rush Sports, the official broadcaster at Caymanas Park on the biggest outdoor screen in the Caribbean. Link up your crew, pull up and watch your favorite teams compete from June 12th to July 19th. Just bet tailgate party at Caymanas Park. Be there. Big vibes, best odds, only with Just Bet. Visit at JustBetJA on Instagram for more details. Must be 18 years or older. Please, game responsibly.
Just Bet.
We all have people we check on. With Rely On from Hawkeye, they can check on you too. Get alerts from your loved ones, share your location, and connect instantly to Hawkeye's 24-hour emergency response service. Whether you're at home, working late, or on the road, help is always within reach with voice-activated panic alerts. Call 926-HAWK or visit us online today. Rely on Hawkeye, securing what matters most.
Jamaica, this summer football season, we're taking it outside. The biggest watch party is going down at Caymanas Park. Watch the FIFA World Cup 2026 on Rush Sports, the official broadcaster at Caymanas Park on the biggest outdoor screen in the Caribbean. Link up your crew, pull up and watch your favorite teams compete from June 12th to July 19th. Just bet tailgate party at Caymanas Park. Be there. Big fives, best odds, only with Just Bet. Visit at JustBetJA on Instagram for more details. Must be 18 years or older. Please game responsibly. Just Bet.
The Music Mart, the only complete music store in Jamaica. Jamaica's largest selection of musical instruments, studio and stage equipment, accessories, great music gear for everyone. Call or visit today. 8 South Avenue, Kingston 10. Telephone 876-960-7712 or visit www.musicmart.biz. The Music Mart, the only complete music store in Jamaica.
You're listening to Omega Radio's 2026 FIFA World Cup show. Sponsored by Access to Information, Right to Know, Power to Change, and Hawkeye, securing what matters most.
Welcome back. Yeah, to a World Cup halftime show. It's not quite yet halftime. They're still on the field, but the halftime whistle should go anytime now. And guess what? The scoreline after 90 minutes plus 6 minutes in extra time, Argentina now leads by 2-0 against Austria. You already know that Lionel Messi scored the first goal. Guess who scored the second goal? Lionel Messi. Which means that Argentina has now scored 5 goals in the tournament. And Lionel Messi has scored all 5. Now that is special. And there's a free kick that just whizzed by the far post. As, what's this, the end of the game? Yeah, looks like the referee has called an end to the action. Demar Hamlet is online. How are you, Mr. Demar Hamlet?
I'm good. It's been a good day so far. As you know, I have a tutoring company and exam results from more today. So I'm getting some good results as well as watching some football and watching the goat play. So, good day overall.
Lionel, what explains, well, let me ask the question the right way. Is Argentina overly dependent on Messi? 5 goals in 2 games. He's scoring all 5.
No, they're not. Even in this game, you saw before Messi scored, there was a chance for the forward. He missed it. Before that chance, there was another chance for, I think his name is Nico Gonzalez, who plays for Atletico Madrid. He got a chance and missed it. So it's not as if he's the only player getting in goal scoring positions. It's just that he's the one that is really clinical right now. And there's another player on the bench that came on today that Argentina is dropping in Conor Wolf. That's the centre forward who scored a goal in the last World Cup. That's Alvarez. So he's in the wings waiting. Came into the World Cup a bit injured and now playing and getting a bit more game time. I just said by the knockout rounds he should be good and should be starting up front with Lionel Messi.
I understand that Yashima Love has joined us. Yashima, how you do? Hello?
Good afternoon, Orville. Good afternoon, Orville. Good afternoon to the listeners. I'm doing well. How are you?
Argentina 5 goals. Messi all 5.
2 clean sheets, don't let that out.
Huh? 2 clean sheets. Is Argentina now looking more likely the team to beat and Messi to be the golden, what is it? The golden ball. Boot is both golden boot and golden ball. Because if he continues at this rate, he'll be the top scorer and a candidate for the best player. Let me hear your take on it, Yashim.
Well, in terms of what Argentina does in the final third, they would want to get Lionel Messi on the ball as much as possible. And of course, if the chances fall to him, he will also take them. But in any team, if you have a player who has that extra bit of quality, and in the case of a Lionel Messi, who certainly is just on a different planet, then certainly you want him on the end of things or creating things in the final third. So I think in this present moment, Argentina is in good stead. What is also good is, of course, they have had two clean sheets, and the players who came in the tournament with yes, some injury concerns, they've all gotten minutes now. Today we saw Leandro Paredes and also Nicolas Tagliafico coming on in the last, say, 10 to 15 minutes, which was good for them in terms of getting some minutes and some sharpness. And so it's good for them so far. For the most part, they didn't really dominate this game, but Dibu Martinez didn't really overwork himself. So good outing, points on the board. So you can't really ask for much more.
Yeah, we're looking at this second goal again, gentlemen. That Messi came at. Is there some blame to be apportioned to both the goalkeepers and the defenders? I mean, there's no such thing as an unstoppable goal. But bull laugh.
I was the one who laughed, but I yes, there are such things as unstoppable goals.
There is.
Yes.
And I never heard of goals that couldn't be stopped. But how much blame do you give the defense and the goalkeeping for Austria on that second Messi goal?
Well, let us not even get there in terms of blame game. You're talking about a counter attack and a brilliant pass from Lionel Messi into Alvarez, who should have actually scored the first effort. But when you have the ball bouncing in the penalty area, it's about reaction time. It's about anticipation, and the attacking players from Argentina, particularly Lionel Messi, he is sharp. He's reacting and he's anticipating, and as such he got his just rewards. It's easy to say, hey, defenders should react.
Yashiba?
And time is a lot faster than everybody else on the pitch, and somebody who actually anticipates and sees the game probably a second or two ahead of everybody else. I mean, that's difficult to defend against.
Your take on it, Bull?
Yes. When you're defending and you're in the box and the goalkeeper or anybody makes a block, it's now time for you to react and help out the goalkeeper and get rid of the ball. Get to the ball as fast as you can. Attack the ball, get rid of the ball. They didn't do that. After passing that ball, Lionel Messi darted into the box. He was 25 meters away, Orville. And then he got into the box and the defenders, albeit some of them actually slide and going to take a bit of time for you to get up and then get to the ball. But you have to be a bit more. Some more. I'm not searching for the word. I can't find the word at this moment. But you have to do a bit more there if you're defending there. So I have to say the defending there, especially when the first shot was saved, they needed to react a bit faster and get rid of the ball.
I tell you what, though, I don't think there's anything as an unstoppable goal. But what great players do is punish you for every mistake that you make. The difference between the world players and the merely good ones is that they will capitalize on anything. Just like cricket, there's no such thing as an unplayable ball. But the good ones.
Well, in football, Orville, sometimes the attack is just
nothing could happen to save that.
The defenders maybe cannot do anything about it because sometimes the way in which the pattern of play is, or just in a given moment a particular skill, you just have to say, listen, brilliant play, and we go again. So you do have time then to be like, well, yeah, I mean, that's just out of this world.
So that goal couldn't have been prevented.
For the most part, sometimes mistakes are made leading up into a game, but there are times when you have to say, listen, that.
Yeah, sometimes you're watching the game as well. Sometimes you're watching the game as well, Orville, and you see the team score, and you see defender look at each other. You don't see them arguing, you don't see them pointing, you just know, they know, we couldn't stop the one there.
Yeah, that was
Yeah,
just too good for us.
that was just too good for us, especially if you're not at the highest, you're not the high quality, high caliber defender.
Yeah.
Sometimes you might have a defender, you know, he's weak on his left side, and somebody takes him on his left side, cutting, whips it in the far corner. While you were saying, yeah, man,
Yeah.
that too special for you. So sometimes defenders can do a bit more. Sometimes they can't do.
Sometimes
they do as much as they can.
you
And
two are the
sometimes the
experts.
movement and the speed of play. Sometimes when you're watching you made a statement. They said that the high quality players will hurt you.
Will capitalize on the slightest of errors. Yeah.
Yeah. So for example, now when you're watching the Premier League, a lot of us watch the Premier League. Let's go to the World Cup and a CONCACAF team. For example, Curacao. When they open up and they play against probably Jamaica and they make a few errors, not closing enough, fast enough, it doesn't hurt. But when you step up the pace now, you go to a Germany and you don't close down fast enough, the speed at which these high quality team play, you're going to get hurt.
Okay. All right. I've never yet seen a goal that if I get it back in hindsight, I would put up different players somewhere else. The goalkeeper
I'll
would be
give you
positioned
one.
different.
What about 20 years, 40 years ago today, the second goal that Diego Mariana scored against England?
Should have been fouled.
Was that unstoppable?
Should have been fouled.
You can't get close to him, Orville. You just can't get close to him. You can't
When I
get
watch
close
it
to
back,
him.
I think they tried to foul him, you know.
No, man, they never try foul him.
With that low center of gravity, they tried to foul him, man. I see a man have the ball on him shoulder and then kind of thing. But with that low center of gravity, man, it's very difficult to foul.
Should have been fouled. But that doesn't mean that there isn't brilliant goals. They are brilliant. But I hear you. I hear you. All right, let me ask you now. Austria is. How did Austria's first match go?
They won their first match against Jordan.
Oh, Jordan, the little bug side. Does Austria still have a realistic chance of advancing?
Well,
Yeah,
certainly, they will go against Algeria, so they maybe just need a point to go through, because remember we have the top two teams plus eight
third place
teams. So they're in good stead. They still have their destiny in their own hands, and that's what you want. So you know that you have to go out there, get the business done, and you're through. So and I think they're good enough, a quality enough team, especially under Ralph from Rangnick. They've improved significantly, so I expect them to go to the next round, which is the round of 32.
Yeah, Bull, based on what you say of Austria, they could still recover and make some noise.
Make some noise, I don't think so. But they should go through at best one of the best third place teams. You know, when you get a win, 3 points, sometimes it's good enough as long as that goal difference is not damaged too bad. So a 2-0 defeat here to Argentina. If you ask them, you know, they would say, I probably will take that and then go again in the next game and try to beat Algeria and finish second in the group. And then based on how the other groups spelled who they're playing. So I don't expect much from them. I think round of 32 probably they face. I'm not sure right now who they will face. But who they're predicted to face. But I think coming out of the next group, as a group leader, they're going to face a difficult team. And probably that's it for them. Anything past round of 32 would have been a surprise for me.
Yashima did ask Demar Hemley this. We're trying not to call him bullet hard. But Lionel Messi, in the previous game, could have gotten a yellow card at least. Some say could have been a red. Right. And there was the penalty that he missed out on. So it could be 6 goals to Messi in 2 games. Could have been 2 consecutive hat-tricks. People felt that the penalty was soft, and they feel that this is politics at playing football. That's what one man said to me, and that they're trying to set up this one for Messi. I don't believe it. None at all. But what do you say to those who believe that Messi, when he does the foul, there's no call? And the slightest of things against his team, he gets the penalty.
Well,
talk to the conspiracy theorists.
No, it's not necessarily conspiracy theory. It's just from my perspective, a point of targeting, because there are other rush challenges that I've seen that have flown by or gone under the radar.
Right.
The one that sticks out in my mind is certainly Ashraf Hakimi and Vinicius Jr. You know, the high challenge on the tackle, studs up everything, and you know, the ref just gave a foul, a free kick, and that was it. But certainly, there are persons out there who just have an issue with Lionel Messi, and they feel that FIFA favors him, or whatever it is. But that's the first thing from my mind, and especially the penalty today. They'll always tell you, when you put the referee in a position to make a decision, then that's on you. When you make certain challenges in and around the penalty area, you give the officials a decision to make. Sometimes you are fortunate, sometimes not so much. And so once you put yourself out there, giving the official a decision to make, anything can happen after that.
I like the point that you made that there have been other rash challenges, but the human mind only remembers when it happens to the star players. It's just how this human mind works. So they'll remember everything that works for or against Messi, without realizing that these things happen in every football game. There's always going to be a call that you disagree with, but the star players will be remembered more. That's all it is, gentlemen. No. Hold the line. We're coming back after this break.
Jamaica, this summer football season, we're taking it outside. The biggest watch party is going down at Cayman's Park. Watch the FIFA World Cup 2026 on Rush Sports, the official broadcaster at Cayman's Park, on the biggest outdoor screen in the Caribbean. Link up your crew, pull up and watch your favorite teams compete from June 12th to July 19th. Just that tailgate party at Cayman's Park. Be there. Big vibes, best odds, only with Just Bet. Visit at JustBetJA on Instagram for more details. Must be 18 years or older. Please game responsibly. Just Bet.
The hurricane season is fast approaching. Protect your roof with Lanka Roof Coatings. Members say 1 gallon cover 50 square feet, while 5 gallon cover 250 square feet. Or sometime you may have to use the roof coating primer to get better bonding. But please, nobody try stretch the roof coating, and make sure you give it a second coat for maximum protection. Lanka Paints, your waterproofing expert. Get your Lanka Roof Coatings at your local hardware.
It is your right to know what you want. Information at your fingertips. It's for the man in the streets, for those in business. Information for everybody. No hazard, so you can use it to develop your community. Your right to know information at your fingertips.
A message from the Access to Information Unit.
You're listening to Omega Radio's 2026 FIFA World Cup show. Sponsored by Access to Information, Right to Know, Power to Change, and Hawkeye, securing what matters most.
All right, so we have Yashima Love and Demar Hemley helping us to understand what we're looking at in this World Cup. Demar, I'll start with you. The game that comes up next is France versus Iraq. That game comes up at 4 o'clock. What can we expect from that?
We're seeing the challengers, the best teams in the competition. We'll see what they have to offer so far. Now we're going to see what France has to offer. We saw them in the first game. Defensively could look a little bit better, but in terms of the attacking play and the players that they have on display, the Kylian Mbappe, the Michael Harris, all these players, Desiree look good as well. Coming off the bench also, Barcola looks good as well. So they have quality players in the forward line, and I think they are going to try to make another statement, because sometimes it's very good to make statements early out in the competition and drive that fear into the opposition that you are going to face in the next round. So I will be looking to see how they look defensively, because that's the only bit of worry I would say about France in terms of how fast they recover the ball. They're not amongst the teams that gets the ball the fastest in terms of when they turn over position to win back the ball. But again, we're going to see a solid unit, one of those teams that should be in the top four trying into this World Cup. So we're going to see them, and I think we're going to probably see by the end of this World Cup. I know Lionel Messi has the record, but I think Kylian Mbappe is going to eclipse it by the end of this World Cup.
All right. And you, Yashima? What can we expect?
I mean, it should be, well, no games are easy, but we expect the French to come out and impose themselves on this Iraq team. As Bull mentioned, in terms of the issue or the one area that it looked a bit suspect in the game that France played against Senegal was defensively. They were, exploited, and particularly up against space. They looked a bit vulnerable there, but they're still a solid unit. And for the first game, and this game today probably will not give us any true indication of any improvement they would have made, certainly defensively. But you expect, all those quality players in the final third, to come to the party. And yes, as Bull also mentioned, in terms of that race for the golden boot, you could very well see Kylian Mbappe put up 3-4 goals today, and that would be, him and Lionel Messi basically, making a statement to say, look, we are the two top dogs in the competition, but I expect France to take this one quite easily.
Norway, Senegal at 7 p.m.
Excellent game.
You're well, Bull, Demar. What can we expect from that one?
Bull is fine. Bull is fine. I think that is going to be.
No, we can't call you Bull when you're an analyst, big man. Yeah. We have to call, at the very least we have to do is call you Mr. Bull. When you call the sports, that's your name Bull.
I think that is going to be the game of the day, probably the game of the second round of games in the groups. I expect a high quality game. I think it will have a lot of intensity, and this is why both these teams will be battling for me to see which team can finish second. And getting a win is very important because that. Correct me if I'm wrong, Yashim. I think they're doing head-to-head in terms of the placement. That is the tiebreaker, right?
That goes first, right? And then
that goes first. So unlike previous years where goal difference was the main thing, I think goal difference only goes to choose the best third placers. In terms of now finishing the group, head-to-head is very important. So these two teams will be going at each other. Can Senegal stop Erling Haaland and Sherlock? I think those two men are monsters. They're very good at running in behind, very good at holding up the ball, and they are a dangerous combination. So I think that will be a high intensity, high quality game. And of course, we know what Mane brings. We know what Nicholas Jackson brings. On his day, Nicholas Jackson is very difficult to play against, especially with the running power that he has. Getting in behind, and his finishing is a little bit awkward sometimes. But if he, on his day, Nicholas Jackson can bang in 2 goals. So it's going to be a very high quality game this evening.
Your take on it, Yashima?
Yeah, this is a massive game, particularly for the Senegal team. They have to get something from this game, having lost the first one. So I expect them to come out, high intensity, try to push this Norwegian team back. I actually have Norway as a potential dark horse because I believe as a unit how they play, they're quite solid. And of course, you have the individual that can always take it over the line in the likes of Antonio Nusa, Erling Haaland, and Sherlock, as you mentioned. But I think that Senegal, in terms of quality, especially options coming off the bench, I think they're a little bit deeper. But the issue I have for Senegal is the lack of pace in those defensive positions, particularly the two central defenders, because the movement of France, I thought, gave them a lot of problem, and particularly the sharpness of Mbappe over the first 5 to 10 yards really made a difference. So that is a bit concerning. But they do have a solid midfield, and they do have players who can create chances. It's about taking them. So that's also a worry for Senegal. But I expect this to be a high quality game. I also expect both teams to get on the score sheet. So it's all about who can get more goals. And I think that, as Bull said, this could perhaps be one of the best games in the second round of games.
All right, and the final one that will be played today is at 10 o'clock. Jordan will be taking on Algeria. What can we expect from that one, Mr. Bull?
I mean, these games in the late night, sometimes, they seem to be the ones that not the big name teams playing so late. But sometimes they're very nice to watch. For example, I think it was the game last night. Late last night was it Egypt? And New Zealand.
Egypt, New Zealand.
Yes. Yeah. And the night before that was Japan game as well. So
Japan, Tunisia, right?
Tunisia. So these are late games. Sometimes it's the temperature as well. They're cool. So they nice and attractive football is being played. I don't think it'll be a high quality game because it's not two high quality teams, but not because the quality is not high doesn't take away from the exciting nature of the game. So it should be an exciting game. Both teams very little to lose. You think that Algeria would be the better team and looking to at least win this one and get 3 points and put up something for them to get into the next round. I think Algeria didn't start with Mahrez last game. I think he should come in, and we know Riyad Mahrez, know his ability, know that left foot is like a wand, ball glues to it. So should be a very good game for persons who are interested in watching the late games.
All right, gentlemen, give me some prediction on them games later now, starting with you, Yashima.
Well, I expect Algeria to come away with the victory.
No, before that one, there, France Iraq. So let's do it in order how to be played.
France should win that one quite comfortably.
About 3 lovers up.
Well, can be more. I expect Mbappe to get at least a brace.
Okay.
So I expect a high scoring game. And for Norway, Senegal, I'm gonna give Senegal this one. I'm gonna say by a goal, maybe 2-1, and Algeria to get past Jordan by at least 2 goals, 2 clear goals.
Bull, how do you see?
So I think France is going to run over this Iraq team, looking at anything above 5, mainly because the competitive edge of these players. These professional players are very competitive. So Mbappe would be looking at, I need to get this golden boot. And big part of getting the golden boot is what you do when you face very low quality opposition. So I think he will be looking to at least get a hat-trick, put back his name up there alongside Lionel Messi in terms of the golden boot race. So I'm looking at anything above 5 for them. Also another player will be looking to get some goals and get back some confidence. I think he looked a little bit off the pace with them guys. So I think he'll be looking to get in on the score sheet as well. So I'm looking at anything above 5. The Norway Senegal game, I think both teams will play out there all until the latter part of the game, where I think it's going to be probably a 2-all. Then both teams will take the foot off the gas a little bit and just accept the draw for what it is. Late game, I think Algeria will going to squeeze Jordan. I don't think Jordan has the ability to score goals in this competition, and they're not very good going forward. I think Algeria are shut out, so I'm going with a 2-0 as well.
All right, gentlemen, that sounds to be it. I don't want to make a prediction. I don't want to show up my 2 analysts.
You don't want to get it wrong. Just say
But there's very little I disagree with, except I believe that Algeria, that Senegal will just squeeze Norway. I don't know why I think so. But by tomorrow we should know. We should know. I just feel Senegal.
I think on the ranking, Senegal is a better team than Norway as well. So.
Yeah, I think them.
On the ranking. I think based on the rankings there.
I think them will squeeze them. But if we know for sure how the results would be, we would all be rich, right?
Definitely.
Yeah.
I've been trying, and it's not working out so good for me. How it works now is like if I just say it, it happens. But when I put something on it, it doesn't happen.
When you put money on it, it's like the ball of them know.
It's like the ball of them know. For example, today I said it only looked like a 2-0 for Argentina. I didn't put anything on it.
Then what kind of money was like just bet offering for Argentina? When it couldn't have been too much.
Correct score, man.
Correct score.
Yeah. Correct score. You put more teams on it, so we'll go over 4.5 for France and 2 for Argentina.
Could you imagine had Messi scored that penalty? He came within inches of scoring 2 consecutive hat tricks. That never done yet in a World Cup, gentlemen.
No, I don't think so.
Nobody never scored 2 hat tricks straight yet. Messi came literally within inches of making it happen.
It's just a case where he didn't want the record to be broken by a penalty.
Oh, okay. All right, I hear you. Gentlemen, big up on yourself, On a sound good pan radio. Your constant association with me has made you both very sharp on the football.
Okay, Orville, you're the teacher,
No, man, big up on yourself. Well done, and you know that we'll be calling on you both again. All right, so that is our World Cup. The World Cup part of the sports desk today. Argentina now leads Group J with 6 points, Austria 3, and Jordan and Algeria, who has played 1 match each, are yet to get off the mark. All right, so later it's France, Iran at 4, Norway, Senegal at 7, and Jordan, Algeria at 10. In case you want to know what will happen for the rest of the schedule for today. We take a break. More to come.
Omega Radio's 2026 FIFA World Cup show was sponsored by access to information, right to know, power to change, and Hawkeye, securing what matters most.
Jamaica, this summer football season, we're taking it outside. The biggest watch party is going down at Caymanas Park. Watch the FIFA World Cup 2026 on Rush Sports, the official broadcaster at Caymanas Park on the biggest outdoor screen in the Caribbean. Link up your crew, pull up and watch your favorite teams compete from June 12th to July 19th. Just that tailgate party at Caymanas Park. Be there. Big vibes, best odds, only with Just Bet. Visit at JustBetJA on Instagram for more details. Must be 18 years or older. Please, game responsibly. Just Bet.
It is your right to know what you want. Information at your fingertips. It's for the man in the streets, for those in business. Information for everybody. No hazard, so you can use it to develop your community. Your right to know information at your fingertips.
A message from the Access to Information Unit.
It's now time for Sports in a Minute, sponsored by Edgechem, Western Sports, Megamart, Spectrum Insurance Brokers, and D'Angelo Auto Spares and Accessories Limited. All right, in Sports in a Minute, here we go. Glamorgan earned their first ever championship win over Surrey at the Sophia Gardens as they notched up a 7-wicket win. The target of 195 was more than looked likely before a strong Surrey comeback, but captain Kieran Carlson hit 67, Colin Ingram 61 not out to ease Welsh Warriors. And that is Sports in a Minute. Sports in a Minute was sponsored by Western Sports, the sports people, Megamart, best value by far, Spectrum Insurance Brokers, setting the industry standard, and D'Angelo Auto Spares and Accessories Limited at 20 Balmoral Avenue, Kingston 10, and shop number 10, 1A Chapelton Road. Call 876-929-9146.
You're listening to Omega Radio, broadcasting live. Omega Radio, Omega Radio, Omega.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and number one daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
Alrighty then, so you know the numbers by now. What about things happening in the World Cup that is worth discussing? We haven't said anything about the national trials yet, which took place over the weekend, but I tell you, football has dominated, and we understand that. But some interesting things happen in the trials, you know, people. Interesting things. Seville had a world lead of 9.82, but we'll tell you a little bit more about that. But we want to just give a quick word on the telethon, and that will be going on for the rest of this week, and we all want you to make a contribution whenever you can. Now the NCB number, that's the number that we are working with. The account name is Omega Church Broadcasting Network SA Limited, and the account number that we want you to contribute to is 361-400-372. So if you can make a contribution to the Omega Telethon, then we would all be grateful. All right, so we go back online now. We take our one text. Okay. Open it. Hold on. Good day, Orville. I know Maradona is still your player, but even I know you must be thinking about Messi being your new GOAT. You may not admit it, but you have to look at the body of work of Messi and what he's doing at this age. Orville, me know you think about it because you're a logical person. Two-Face from Kingston. Let me tell you how I see Messi and Diego now. I think that if I wanted one player to take a weak team or a weak-ish team, because I don't think you can be a weak team to win a World Cup. If I had to use one superstar to take a moderate team into a tournament and ask him to lead that team home, I am going to go for Diego Maradona. I still believe that what Diego did in that 86 World Cup is unprecedented in terms of how one man lifted that team. Now, if Messi continues at the rate that he's doing now and carries Argentina all the way, then he gets closer to Maradona on that, using that indice. But where Maradona would still edge him for me is that Messi has had some lows at the World Cup that Maradona would not have had. That 1-0 loss to Germany in the 2014 final, where Maradona just didn't take the game where Messi didn't take the game by the scruff of the neck. Prime Messi we're talking about. And that 2010 4-love from Germany. I don't think Maradona at his best would look as mortal as that. So while we could argue that Messi's highs at the World Cup and in club football is on par, and you could make the argument slightly above Diego, although I wouldn't necessarily agree. But we would still have to say that at the highest level, I mean, he's a World Cup man, Messi would have had lows that Diego at his best would never have. So for me, while it is getting closer, Diego has the edge for me. How we stay now? Back on line. Hello.
Hello?
Yes.
Orville.
Who this? Wagwa?
Willow from Portmore.
Willow from Portmore. How you doing?
Well, you just mentioned about the trials.
Yes, man, the national trials.
The trials now get much talked about because the World Cup is booming.
Yes, but people probably still want to know Wagwa.
And Messi's in front.
Messi look imperious. Can't go around that.
Outside I can have you.
You know, me not really have no real side in this. I want Messi to do well because Messi is my baller. But me have a little soft spot for England and me like Mbappe as a player as well. So them three-sided.
Okay. I Messi for Argentina if you care, man.
Yeah?
You can catch a little thing for it. Yeah, man, they're not going to disappoint you, man.
Argentina going to win?
Yeah, man.
Okay.
As the GOAT, as Sportsdex Diego would say, he is indeed the eighth wonder of the world.
Well.
What you say, well?
Me think the rate how Messi are playing now and how the rest of the team is supporting him.
Yeah.
It can be outside of the realms of probability that they could go on to win again.
Yeah, I think him get more support. Me talk about supporting that talk with Bull, Mr. Demar.
Yes.
Both. Yeah. When he get more support in the previous World Cup. I think the team surrounding him now kind of drop a little bit, and you have to remember him about Angel Di Maria in the last World Cup. When they have this World Cup, Julian Alvarez, Enzo, all of the breakthrough in the previous World Cup with him. Would do they were more in their peak now. So he have to actually carry more. So as the text asks you, regards to him and Maradona, if he really carry and go through to the finals, you have to give the edge because he's carrying.
Yeah, like I said, if Messi continues in this vein, you could argue that his World Cup highs would be on par with Maradona's World Cup highs. I wouldn't necessarily think so, but that argument is now getting closer because one of the things why me rate Diego is that me never see nobody dominate one tournament like that.
Yes.
Now after 2 games, Messi is right there. Could have scored 2 hat-tricks back to back. But although he's scoring, he's not dominating minute by minute the way that Maradona did. So there could be an argument, and there's a legitimate argument both ways.
Yeah.
But I'm saying the 2010 and the 2014 Messi when he was in his prime. Because if Messi doesn't give you them kind of performance now, you can say, man, the man is almost 40. In 2010 and 2014, he was in his prime. And those two German games, 1-4 love, 1-1 love, after 120 minutes. Diego in his prime, and Diego would be in his prime, you would say between 82 to 86 at the World Cup. By 1990, he was very badly injured just before the tournament and was not quite at his prime.
How much World Cup Maradona got?
4, 82, 86, 90, and 94. But 1990, he was hitting the ankle by what the brother name from Italy, Gentili, I think, and was carrying an injury. Didn't have the same pace and the same energy levels. So Maradona in his prime would be 82, 86. Maradona would never look as mortal as Messi did in those two World Cup years. Before him kick down a man, brother, and come on for the field.
Ball I miss. I know I'm going to kick with the penalty. If I'm see him step over, I know set miss. But I still never did that for it. I know I'm going to kick with the penalty. Yeah, man.
But I never know him going to kick. Did the goalkeeper get a hand to it?
No, the goalkeeper never get a hand. It's go to the corner, side. Yeah, man. I'm going to see it too. I want to sit down.
Under the weather.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Alright, big up.
All right, cool. So people, they you do judge people based on what them do at them best. And at them best, it's one of the reasons why the LeBron, the Michael Jordan fans will tell you that give them Jordan over LeBron James, for example. Because the way how LeBron performed in that 2011 NBA Finals, Michael Jordan is never going to perform at that level in an NBA Finals. So at the very top level, we want to know how you're likely to perform. And the truth is that while Messi's highs are close to Diego, you could make the case maybe just ahead now. At the top level, Diego Maradona doesn't have the off days that Messi would have. All right, give me another one. Hello. Hello.
Yeah, afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yeah,
yeah, man, but there. I can't plan it. Sri Lanka we're needing 100 and a little bit to win on the final day with only one.
And the final day, yeah. Work up on the
National trials are going. So that little practice in the standards.
I will eat a sports are going.
The West Indies Select 11 secured a narrow 15-run win over Sri Lanka in their 4-day tour match. So West Indies did make 205.
Sri Lanka needed some runs from.
We win by 15 runs.
We win by 15 runs.
Joshua Bishop makes 68 from 42 balls on a time, and Agus and Kima Paul also contributed with the bat. So it looked like we bowled him out. Well, not look like we did bowl him out.
We bowled him out for less than the required score,
right,
which is good.
Right.
Which is good. Yeah, so that's not bad.
Has never batted any better than this. She has played two innings of contrasting styles. In the second game, we batted first. We were scoring very slowly, needed runs to set a competitive total.
A competitive total.
Stephanie make 37 from us a 20 ball, with 3-6 and we know Stephanie is not really a ball beater, she's a touch player, stroke proper. 3-6 in 20 balls, and get with a total that we did defend.
Yes,
the other game, the last game, and 90 yard we are chasing now. And we got 60 yard or 70 for 5. And
we're chasing 98.
98, so we needed 99 to win.
Yeah.
And Stefan stepped and with a very calm head, just batted very serenely and just carried us home. When I don't think we lose another wicket.
No, we'll never lose nothing after that.
Right.
It was good.
So
good.
She's in the form of her life over these 2 games. But you're right,
man.
not doing a lot of good.
Yes, man. And then the big show of one, where the cream.
Yeah, man. So make we see if we can string together a good game against one of the big dogs. Let's see. But at the moment, them we have a chance.
Yes, man. Because
we have won 3 games, and Haley Matthews haven't put in a what you call it, an out of the world performance yet.
Yeah. So she's supposed to have.
Haley Matthews does something really special. The fact that we can win 3 games on the trot with her playing a decent role but not over the top is a good sign, because I don't think she's going to leave the tournament without really putting a mark on it. So let's see.
But then
let me check if we have automatically made it through. All right,
brackets, yeah, man.
All right,
and then the.
Yeah.
More.
The hurricane season is fast approaching. Protect your roof with Lanka Roof Coatings. Members say 1 gallon cover 50 square feet, while 5 gallon cover 250 square feet. Or sometime you may have to use the roof coating primer to get better bonding. But please, nobody try stretch the roof coating, and make sure you give it a second coat for maximum protection. Lanka Paints, your waterproofing expert. Get your Lanka Roof Coatings at your local hardware.
Jamaica, this summer football season, we're taking it outside. The biggest watch party is going down at Caymanas Park. Watch the FIFA World Cup 2026 on Rush Sports, the official broadcaster at Caymanas Park on the biggest outdoor screen in the Caribbean. Link up your crew, pull up and watch your favorite teams compete from June 12th to July 19th. Just that tailgate party at Caymanas Park. Be there. Big vibes, best odds, only with Just Bet. Visit at JustBetJA on Instagram for more details. Must be 18 years or older. Please, game responsibly. Just Bet.
With Rely On from Hawkeye, you're never alone. Alert your loved ones, share your location, and connect instantly with our 24/7 monitoring center. Whether you're at home, working late, or on the road, help is always within reach with voice-activated panic alerts. Call 926-HAWK or visit us online today. Rely on Hawkeye, securing what matters most.
The Jamaica Anti-Doping Commission JADCO needs your help to eliminate doping and keep sport clean. If you have concerns about any doping activity, you can share the information with Jatco anonymously. The information you share will be treated with the highest level of confidentiality. Make the right call if you see something, say something. Protect clean sport. Protect our legacy. To report doping activity, call 888-429-5232 or visit the Jatco website, jatco.gov.jm. A message from the Jamaica Anti-Doping Commission.
You're listening to Omega Radio, broadcasting live. Omega Radio, Omega Radio, Omega.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and number one daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
Yeah, my boss, we give you that minute at chance.
Yeah, take on here, Orville.
Yeah.
Just, you know, Tinger, I think one of the takeaways from this World Cup so far, that, you know, kind of, well, for me, kind of rubbed me the wrong way. The hydration break. I think it's not doing a great deal for the game in particular. At some point, some critical point, I realized that it broke the momentum and all that stuff. And I'm not feeling it. I can understand that, you know, so some of the players, it may be a bit hotter than some, but then in some of the stadium where they are AC, because some of the stadium, they are closed, they are enclosed and it's AC, right? Yes, still they have a hydration break. I think that is defeating the purpose of if you're going to close up the place and you're going to have it under AC, why have a hydration break? You know, that's one of the things I've noticed in this World Cup. And
one argument is that because it is being played in the States and Canada, where basketball is such a big sport, they're trying to make football a 4-quarter game. That is one of the theories that's making the rounds. How genuine it is, we can't tell.
Some of the reports I'm seeing and reading is that you know, they're saying, well, it's mostly for commercial purpose. You know, people spending them millions.
Commercials and them things. That's another theory.
Exactly. So, you know, I don't think it's doing a lot for the game. Yes, it's generating money, and you know, football are one of the most funds generating sport. It's one of the sports that generate a lot of cash. But I'm hoping this doesn't go over into the leagues, because I don't think it's going to bring in a lot of support that way. But
all right, boss. Yeah. We leave it there, so.
Yeah, man.
All right, so we're coming back with another call. 615-2841. Those are your numbers. What are the issues that you wanna address? We'll be here to take them. Let me just give you some things that happened at the national trials while we have the opportunity. Oblique 982, which is a world lead to win the 100 meters. By the way, this is Oblique's first national title over 100 meters, interestingly enough. Second was Gary Card. I think Gary Card was at Wolmer's not so long ago. He finished second in 993. Is he still a junior? I understand that it could be a national junior record. And it's what am I seeing here? The third fastest time for a junior ever. I think Tobago has the junior record at 991. So that what Gary Card did is among the best that a junior has run in the 100 meters. Akeem Blake, 994. And Nishani Banks with 999. Now in the women's side, which was just as interesting, Sharika Jackson, who I don't think Sharika had broken sub 11 this year. There were 10 or 11 women who had run sub 11 this year. Sharika was not amongst them. But she produced a stunning run, 1081. Tina Clayton was gone. And Sharika tracked her down and nipped the World Championship silver medalist on the line. So Sharika took it in 1081, Tina Clayton 1085. MVP swept the top three. Jonelle Smith finished third with 1094. So let us all get into the sprints now. In at the 200, Chris Taylor, he took that in 20.09. Not a PB, it would have been, but the wind did too high. And Javon Powell was second, 20.14. Alana Reid. You remember Alana Reid, who had run, what did Alana run again? 10:92 to break the champs record. She came home in 22.29 to win the 200. And good to see Antonio Watson winning the men's 400 with 44.73. You know that Antonio was a former world champion who has been a little bit off the boil with some injury concerns in recent times. But him come through and win the 400. So, some good signs for the top athletes. We go back online. Hello?
Hello?
Yes.
Yes, Orville.
Yes.
Yes, man. Me call you for big you up, man, because, you know, me learn a lot from you, you know?
A lot of people learn a lot from me.
Yeah, man, but me I talk about myself now.
All right. Yeah, man. Respect.
Yes. But year ago now, Orville, you see, the statement you make a while ago, you made a statement about going in a match. Who you would carry? You would carry Maradona over Messi when the two of them is at them best.
Yes. Over a tournament.
No.
Which one of these two men would I want? Give me Diego still.
Yes. Yeah. No, at the same thing, me know say when LeBron James. LeBron James Zidane big him up every day.
Right.
Over Michael. Now, may I ask you a question, Orville? If you going into a match knowing these two players at them best, LeBron and Michael Jordan,
no, remember me can't.
Final?
All right, I wouldn't say a game, but over a tournament.
Over a tournament,
like over a best of NBA finals, and I don't know. I am more likely. I believe that LeBron James could be argued to have more skills on a basketball court. You know, can effectively do more things.
Yes,
I think that's a fair argument. But I think it is also fair to say that the kind of way that put it now, the kind of mental strength and fortitude that Jordan has in our final, you would have to give him the edge on LeBron James there. So while LeBron James has gone into a final and just completely underperformed, over a 7-game series, we haven't seen Jordan doing that. Now, if a man says over a career, LeBron James, you could argue, has had the more outstanding career. But if you look at what they have done at the highest level, if me want one for a 7-game NBA final, I probably would lean towards Jordan. In the same way, I would have leaned towards Diego over Messi.
Well, that me want to say to you, Orville. Yeah. That's how I see it too. That's why I tell them I share the same sentiment like you.
Yeah, but listen, man, it's you see, there are some bramble arguments that come up on radio from time to time. Determining who is better between Maradona and Messi is not a bramble argument. Whichever way you go, there are very good arguments both ways.
So you could say the same thing about Michael and LeBron then?
Yes, man. Yes, man. If a man tell you say LeBron over Jordan, you can't kill him, brother. And if he goes the other way and said Jordan over LeBron, you can't kill him. Splitting hairs between them two comparisons.
In terms of the impact on the sports and basketball, in impact across the world, I have to give that to Michael though.
Yes, man. Jordan would have been the biggest name in the sport of basketball. I don't think too many arguments
argument can be there.
Yeah. Just like how me think
Jordan make me watch basketball, to be honest with you.
Just like how me think neither Maradona or Messi has had the same impact on football that Pele has had.
True.
You know, Pele would have done more to revolutionize and popularize football than anybody else, and I think the same for Jordan in basketball.
Yes.
But between
I'm not to cut you, but I can remember going to school back in the 80s. Pele, when you take up, you remember them little book there with them all?
Yes, man, yes.
Pele, you see that little book there. You're supposed to remember it because you were a teacher. You know exactly what I'm talking about.
I do.
Yes. Them all make movie off him. They make movie off Michael just the same.
Yeah, LeBron will probably get his move, but LeBron is never going to be Michael Jordan in terms of his impact on the public. No. Jordan is treated like a god. LeBron James is seen as an alien player. It's not. It's just like Muhammad Ali in boxing, as opposed to say a Tyson or a Muhammad Ali did more to promote and publicize and highlight boxing than probably anybody else who ever lived.
Anybody else?
Yeah. Bolt are the same thing in a sprinting. So you have some men who their impact off the field
stand out more than anybody
some
else.
other people. There you go.
Yeah, man. That's how we love Reason Sports. Reason for a big level. You know them where they have
intelligent level. But then that's what it's about, man.
Yes, man.
More
You
substance
talk,
than that. There you go.
Yeah. So everybody understand what we're saying.
Ah.
Yeah, man. Me a lecture man though, yeah.
Lecture man?
Yes, man. Lecture man.
Alright. So where are you calling from?
Well, me original from Clarendon. But me on the road now.
Okay. Alright, my boy. Big up yourself. Take care. And we talk again. Call tomorrow if you can.
Alright, Orville. Yeah, man. Take care, man. Second time calling to you, Orville.
Alright, cool.
Yeah.
Alright, with that we take a break. The final hour in just a while.
Spectrum Insurance Brokers pride themselves in being professionals in the field of insurance broking, claim settlement, and risk management services for over 35 years. We offer a wide range of insurance services including motor, property, liability, accident, life and international health for individuals and companies at competitive rates. Call 926-3572 or visit 7.5 Haining Road, Kingston 5 or shop number 3 James Plaza, Mandeville. Call 625-6804 or visit online spectrumjamaica.com. Spectrum Insurance Brokers, setting the industry standards.
Jamaica, this summer football season, we're taking it outside. The biggest watch party is going down at Cayman's Park. Watch the FIFA World Cup 2026 on Rush Sports, the official broadcaster at Cayman's Park on the biggest outdoor screen in the Caribbean. Link up your crew, pull up and watch your favorite teams compete from June 12th to July 19th. Just bet tailgate party at Cayman's Park. Be there. Big vibes, best odds, only with Just Bet. Visit at JustBetJA on Instagram for more details. Must be 18 years or older. Please game responsibly. Just Bet.
You're listening to Omega Radio. Broadcasting live. Omega Radio. Omega Radio. Omega.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and number one daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
Alright, time for our second selection. This one is from AJ Brown and it's called Father Friend.
My Father, my God, yeah. You've been my Father for as long as I can remember. A Father till the end. You've been my friend, a friend for all eternity. The closest friend to me, yes. And when the road of life seemed rough and rocky, you were there for me. You keep me strong with your blessings and true with your mercy. You'll always be my Father, my friend, my God, my guide. Forever you will be, and I will walk by your side. My Father, my friend, my God, my guide. My love for you I'll never hide. No. You are my God, the only one I ever had. You proved your love for me, yes. You are my guide, your footsteps I will walk with pride. My praises I'll give to thee. You're my Father, my friend, my God, my guide. Forever you will be, and I will sing by your side. My Father, my friend, my God, my guide. My love for you I'll never hide. Oh my God, oh my God. Oh my God. The road of life seemed rough and rocky, but you were there for me. You keep me strong with your blessings and true with your mercy. You'll always be my Father, my friend, my God, my Forever you will be, and I will walk by your side. My father, my friend, my God, my guide. My love for you I never hide. You're my father, my friend, my God, my guide. Forever you will be, and I will walk by your side. My father, my friend, my God, my guide. My love for you I never hide. You're my father, my friend, my God, my guide. Forever you will be, and I will sing by your side.
All right, so that's the man they call AJ Brown, bringing up all the fathers. But I tell you, I get a very heartfelt message from my son who live in America yesterday. Boy, may I tell you, brother. I know him not listening now, but to all of the good father them out there, big up on yourself. And good father don't mean that you're not gonna strict, Because sometimes the youth them vex with you, when you have to, ask them not to toe the line. But down the road when them see what you that try do, it is a very gratifying feeling. Now, people, this at their best thing. Very few people talk about people at their best more than me. At their best. I've always said, if I have a better PB than you in sprinting, let's say me run 980 at my fastest, and you run 982 at your fastest. You have 7 gold medals in the Olympics, and me have none. Now, the man with the 7 gold medals, but me have a faster PB, his career is far better than mine, And you would have to agree that he is the more accomplished sprinter. But how often have I said that at their best, the man with the 980 better? So at their best is something I may have said from Pana program for 20 years. Over a career, I may think A has had a more outstanding career than B. But I could make the case that B at his best slightly edge A, but not harder than that, people. It's not hard. So, in that debate with Maradona and Messi, I still believe that the most dominant may ever say a footballer in a tournament is Diego Armando Maradona. So if me need a man for a World Cup tournament, at the very highest level, then I'm going with Diego. Still Diego for me. Now, could something happen this World Cup to put Messi right there or maybe just ahead? Well, if him continue at this rate here, where he must score almost a hat-trick again, brother, that puts the argument at the next level now. But if you should ask me, World Cup coming up now, and you had and 2 men in them prime with a moderate team, which of these 2 people you're going for? Diego any day of the week. But you're going to have the Messi people who disagree, and I suppose nothing is wrong with that. How we staying up? All right, 615-2841 or 676-6968. Those are your numbers to call the show. The trials, people. It is an interesting thing. All right, so see my brethren in our text. If a man run 9.7 tomorrow, I didn't say he's better than Bolt. Nice try, my friend. What I would tell you is that at his best, he is better than Bolt. But I wouldn't say he's better than Bolt. There's a distinction between better than you at my best and being better than you overall in our career. If a man run 9.57 tomorrow at his best, he's better than Bolt. But you couldn't say he's better than Bolt generally, because Bolt would have run much faster times, much more often than him. So you would have to say Bolt is, generally speaking, the better sprinter, which means that he would have done fast times more consistently than the other dude. But if my PB is 957, and you ask me if this man is better than Bolt, my answer to that will be when he's at his best, he is. Good? Is there anything wrong with that? No. I mean, I said that 15 years now. So, I know that the Messi debate will heat up at the rate that Messi is going on now. And quite rightly, that's what sports people do. We debate sports, we talk about sports. And Messi's, well, from long time, Messi has put himself in that debate to being the best of all time. As me say, not a bramble point. Right the same day. Is it like I'm going to ask me about Lara and Sachin or Lara and Viv? Brother, there are enough good arguments to go around. So sometimes it comes down to which of the arguments you think carries more weight. And is the World Cup. And even if you go club level, Messi was playing on a Barcelona team that play the best football me ever seen no team play now. In other words, that Barcelona team, I believe, I may never say all the club teams that play football, clearly. But in terms of how they operated as a unit on the field, of which Messi was an integral part, mind you, but me never see nobody play football better than that. So, at the club level, Messi excelled. But a lot of those years, he was excelling with a team that was simply out of this world, with a coach that is arguably the best at club level as well. Maradona at Napoli took a team that was nowhere close to Messi's Barcelona team. And we saw what he did there. Now, I give Maradona the slight edge for those reasons. Is that at the international level and at the club level, he took slightly inferior teams. And he was the difference maker. But boy, Messi has a whole lot of pluses as well. Me, I want both in my team. All right, hello.
Yeah, Prophet.
Prophet. Where you say?
Yes, let the chips fall with them.
Yeah, man, a good debate that, man.
But I say this already now, I'm not going to say it again. Messi scored 7 goals in the last World Cup.
4 of which were penalties. Don't forget that.
Penalty.
Right.
And a 5 penalty, you get a kick one and I keep on.
Right.
Alright. And Messi got 4 World Cup before that. And him didn't have 7 goals for the 4 World Cup before that.
Right.
Which largely was even while he was in his prime, we would say. Alright. Let me tell you why not what Messi do today will not really impress me.
No, man, you have to be impressed.
For one, the rules change a lot.
Well,
and
that
2, him have the amount of real estate that Messi have on the field when him play. He can buy and sell real estate.
Yeah, it is obvious that oppositions in Maradona's time were more scared of what Maradona would do.
Maradona get them a real estate upon field, man. And
I don't know why, you know. When Maradona was on the football field, he was far closer monitored. But not about tackled, you know. We are tackling in them day. Monitored. Maradona never operated with so much space.
Sir, never at all.
Defenders in those days used to pay far more attention.
You want me have a judge Messi? No.
Yeah.
Remember that in 2010, Spain won the World Cup, right?
Yes.
And a large part of the players who were on that Spain team were Barcelona players. So basically, you could say those were Messi's teammates at Barcelona who won a World Cup, right? In 2010.
Yes.
Messi got his chance in 2014, the following World Cup, and failed.
Yeah, take a 4 love on a field. But I'm going to say how Maradona got take a 4 love in I'm prime, looking like that. We can't say Diego on the field.
That I feel in an argument.
No,
there's
sir.
no way that not in an argument.
No.
So I have to grade him based off of those things. And I'm saying that Zidane put for the argument and said those times we were playing more playmaker role and whatever. I don't really buy that because at the end of the day, him did name Lionel Messi the big star from them time. My problem is that you got the opportunity now. You saw your teammates at Barcelona won a World Cup together.
And you got your opportunity now for sure. Say, all right, and that's my team good. Me good too.
But then again, that 2010 World Cup, brother. You see, before that German game, Messi looked imperious. I remember BBC coming up with a player of the tournament up to that first game in the quarterfinals. Messi was godlike.
The player of the tournament, something there. If Neymar never get injured, I wouldn't.
No man, in our whole line, we're coming back after that.
Jamaica, this summer football season, we're taking it outside. The biggest watch party is going down at Caymanas Park. Watch the FIFA World Cup 2026 on Rush Sports, the official broadcaster at Caymanas Park on the biggest outdoor screen in the Caribbean. Link up your crew, pull up and watch your favorite teams compete from June 12th to July 19th. Just bet tailgate party at Caymanas Park. Be there. Big fives, best odds, only with Just Bet. Visit at Just Bet JA on Instagram for more details. Must be 18 years or older. Please game responsibly. Just Bet.
We all have people we check on. With Reliant from Hawkeye, they can check on you too. Get alerts from your loved ones, share your location, and connect instantly to Hawkeye's 24-hour emergency response service. Whether you're at home, working late, or on the road, help is always within reach with voice-activated panic alerts. Call 926-HAWK or visit us online today. Rely on Hawkeye, securing what matters most.
It is your right to know what you want. Information at your fingertips. It's for the man in the streets, for those in business. Information for everybody. No hazard, so you can use it to develop your community. Your right to know information at your fingertips.
A message from the Access to Information Unit.
The hurricane season is fast approaching. Protect your roof with Lanka Roof Coatings. Members say 1 gallon cover 50 square feet, while 5 gallon cover 250 square feet. Or sometime you may have to use the roof coating primer to get better bonding. But please, nobody try stretch the roof coating, and make sure you give it a second coat for maximum protection. Lanka Paints, your waterproofing expert. Get your Lanka Roof Coatings at your local hardware.
You're listening to Omega Radio. Broadcasting live. Omega Radio Omega.
All right, then back online is Prophet.
Yeah, man.
Hey, what you say again?
Yes, Sir Orville. I am saying that Messi is no late bloomer in football. If Messi was just coming into his own and doing what he's doing, that's a boy, he would have a rough career, but now he's coming to his own. But that is not the case with Messi. Messi has always been up there.
Messi special doing none of what I'm saying must take away from the fact that Messi. Me think Messi was the best since Diego from about 15 years ago. And I know me rate Messi.
Do that.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. You can't take away the ratings that he's getting, but I'm just saying what I see him doing now in the World Cup just don't move me basically.
No, man, you cannot
because
be impressed.
All of what else was there.
Yeah, listen, even if you might think that
a man say things have become easier and now Messi is shining.
No, but I'm saying even if you believe that Diego had a rougher time of it on the field and that things are a little bit easier for Messi now, that I don't think there's anybody that will contest that. But I'm saying even though things are a little bit easier, Messi still look head and shoulders above the man they've been a theme time, brother.
Well, based upon how you look on it, because when you're playing the easiest group in a World Cup.
No, man, I'm not about us today or this World Cup. Good. In Messi's career, he still shines above everybody else in the modern era. I don't really feel him fault why the modern era attacking players are treated better by the rules and by opposing players. That's just a fact. But I'm saying, even though FIFA has created more rules to protect attacking players then than now, is that the current? You see today, Messi run into the box, and there was nobody within. There was nobody beside him. You have arguably the best player in the world after the brother
defending goal and stand up like a cone.
After the brother dummy the ball, allow the ball to go through, and Messi run on. Messi could have. What is special is that he never take a second touch. 90% of players in the world, given so much space, would take a second touch. The fact that he hit it one time, inches within the post, is genius in a big man. It's almost like Messi knew that the dummy was going to happen, and his ability to make up his mind and pick a spot. Messi makes up his mind as to what he's going to do quicker than anybody else probably ever play football.
What I try not to do in Orville, I try not to grade people based upon when they're not truly tested, then basically, because I don't think he has truly been tested as it.
All right, well, that's fair, but boy, there are still things where you have to look upon. His ability to hit the ball one time today and find inches within the post. All if you play against a primary school, that is special in number ball. Just understand. Even if you are playing against primary school and you get a pass.
For sure.
No, me not think so either, but brother, it's a good argument. Put it that
way. When Closer was the number one goal scorer in a World Cup, we don't have him as the greatest in World Cup either. So that's all my thing. Number one goal scorer in a World Cup, we don't have him as. You understand?
All right, sir.
Pick up yourself, man.
Yeah, man. Cool. We go back online. All right, we're coming up to another one. 615-2841. Those are your numbers. And as we come up towards 4 o'clock, we would like to hear your input on these and some other matters. The text line, which would normally be a little bit more busy, we're not seeing the texters coming through. We're not seeing them coming through at all. I'm checking the board now. Not enough. Yeah, people, they missed the debate. I'm sure they're going to get heat up over the World Cup, but boy, give me that bull from Argentina called Diego. Far more heavily tackled, far more heavily marked. The opposition paid far more attention to him, and yet he could still separate himself in quality than the other players in his time. That is what gives him this very slight edge for me. Messi played for Barcelona, for example, and he was special. We can't go around that. But the core of that Barcelona team, I think there were like 8 players from that Barcelona team that played for Spain, you know. And that Spain team went on to win the World Cup in 2010. That tells you the quality of the people that Messi was playing with, not just at the club level, you know. Let me see if I can find who were the Barcelona players on that Spanish team. All right. What do I Google? Do. All right. So here we go. So there were 8 Barcelona players on that Spain team in 2010. Carlos Puyol, Gerald Piqué, Busquets, Xavi Hernandez, Andres Iniesta, Pedro Rodriguez, Victor Valdez, and Cesc Fabregas. That was the core of the Spain team that were also from Barcelona. They were good enough not just to win titles in league football, in the La Liga, but that core group was good enough to beat the world. That was the group that Messi had to play with, which is one of the reasons why I rate Maradona above Pele as well. Because let's face it, Pele was a superstar in a superstar team. And whether I'm play or not, him team was likely to win. Give me the man whom I can put him, in other words, as I've said all the time, if you put Maradona in Messi's team, Maradona would have won the World Cup. I don't know that Messi would have won the World Cup if you put him in Maradona's team. And that is what separates the two for me. Anyway, like I said, it's a quality debate. 615-2841. Those are your numbers. By the way, the first test between the West Indies and Sri Lanka will start on Thursday. I watched an interview with Darren Sammy, the coach. Darren Sammy has said he likes the fact that he has his 4-prong back. He have the 2 Joseph, he have Seals, and then bring back Roach. Now, this is Darren Sammy. I said this now. He said this on Sunday night. I was on another platform. Darren Sammy is saying he's happy he's gotten his 4 pace back. 2 pace, the 2 Joseph, Seals and Roach. Now, the skipper is telling us him happy him have him 4 pace attack back. And him say based on what him see, not the skipper, the coach. Based on what he sees of the wicket, he expects the wicket to support fast bowling. Now, given that, it is likely, if what Sammy is saying works out to be true, that Jamel Warrican does not play. They'll use Rastan Chase as the one part-time spinner. You could say that Rastan is a legitimate spinner in his own right, based on what we done now. But Warrican is the vice captain. We go online. Hello.
Yeah, Orville.
Yeah, man. Where you say?
I'm there, man. Peter Chelsea, you know?
Yes.
Tune into the program. Yeah, got some good analysis.
I'm doing some good analysis,
Eh? Yeah, man. Yeah, give some good analysis.
Yes.
I break it down. You understand?
Yes.
But when tomorrow come, I don't know when Zidane return, maybe Malawi will reach out. Some other analysts there.
Zidane is going to come out batting for Messi. We know that. No surprise in that.
Yeah, man. You do some fairly comparison.
Yeah,
even when you drop the LeBron James and the Michael Jordan.
Yeah, man. They're not similar thing.
Yeah, so, and other things, so.
If a man tells me that going into a 7-game NBA Finals, he's choosing Jordan because Jordan is less likely to have a meltdown, that's a solid argument.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's where you need the player to turn up more.
But if that same man says, boy, over their career, him think LeBron has had the more impressive career, you can't kill him for that either.
No, that's a fair fact.
Yeah.
Even the same Maradona at Napa.
Yes. Hello? Hello? The man just drop off of the map in the middle of the sentence like that. Hello? Lord, we lose the caller. We'll take a break. We'll be back.
Jamaica, this summer football season, we're taking it outside. The biggest watch party is going down at Caymanas Park. Watch the FIFA World Cup 2026 on Rush Sports, the official broadcaster at Caymanas Park on the biggest outdoor screen in the Caribbean. Link up your crew, pull up and watch your favorite teams compete from June 12th to July 19th. Just that tailgate party at Caymanas Park. Be there. Big fives, best odds, only with Just Bet. Visit at JustBetJA on Instagram for more details. Must be 18 years or older. Please, game responsibly. Just Bet.
We all have people we check on. With Reliant from Hawkeye, they can check on you too. Get alerts from your loved ones, share your location, and connect instantly to Hawkeye's 24-hour emergency response service. Whether you're at home, working late, or on the road, Help is always within reach with voice-activated panic alerts. Call 926-HAWK or visit us online today. Rely on Hawkeye, securing what matters most.
It is your right to know what you want. Information at your fingertips. It's for the man in the streets, for those in business. Information for everybody. No asset, so you can use it to develop your community. Your right to know information at your fingertips.
A message from the Access to Information Unit.
Listening to Omega Radio. Broadcasting live. Omega Radio. Omega Radio. Omega.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and number one daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
It's now time for Sports in a Minute, sponsored by Edgechem, Western Sports, Megamart, Spectrum Insurance Brokers, and D'Angelo Auto Spares and Accessories Limited. In Sports in a Minute, here we go. Belgium's hopes of finally fulfilling their potential on the world stage suffered that setback. They were held to that goalless draw by Iran. In LA, Belgium have now drawn back-to-back games and are in danger of not advancing beyond the scoop. That is Sports in a Minute. Sports in a Minute was sponsored by Western Sports, the sports people, Megamart, best value by far, Spectrum Insurance Brokers, setting the industry standard, and D'Angelo Auto Spares and Accessories Limited at 20 Balmoral Avenue, Kingston 10, and shop number 10, 1A Chapelton Road. Call 876-929-9146.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and number one daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
All right, back online. Hello.
Yeah,
yes, sir.
You're having a field day, man.
I'm having a field day. What does that mean?
Yeah, man. Yeah,
what does that mean?
Yeah, man, you're having a good time.
I'm having a good time. All right.
Yeah. So, no, really.
All right.
Listen, you know, one of the biggest problems we have in our country
What's that?
Indiscipline.
Yes, I agree.
And me argue regards to Messi and Maradona. I take it away from Diego, but when it comes on the football and off the field, Messi are far more disciplined baller than Maradona. Would you agree?
On and off the field?
Yes, on and off the field, Messi is a far disciplined baller than Maradona. Would you agree?
Yes. If you include them off the field thing, then you'd say Messi was the more what do I call it now? The more complete package between man and player. As a person, yes. Probably you could say that.
So with that being said, you know, that alone gives him a bigger edge over Diego.
No, man, but we're not judging them as human beings, though. We're judging them as players.
Yeah, you see, that's the thing. That is the thing. As a player, any sports they are player. Sports is an on the field and off the field event. How you conduct yourself off the field,
no, sir, no,
how you conduct yourself on the field.
If you beat your wife and drink rum every day, and that have nothing to do with how good a player you are. When we are judging you as a player, I judging you as a player.
No, when we are judging a player, we are judging him as also as a person.
No. Why would you bring that up as a person?
Yes.
Why is there the need to judge you as a player?
You have to judge you how you operate off the field.
In order to determine how good you are as a player? Remember, we're not discussing who is a better human being. You know? We're discussing who is a better footballer.
Yeah, but look on it this way. What do you say something to you regards to Diego while in the room, right? and Diego have too much issue around him when he come on football. Remember Diego get work out now, sidetrack in a one year when Argentina was like Mexico.
Yeah, but I'm saying, what does that have to do with your skills as a footballer? If you see in Bolt, we hear say him not the ideal son or the ideal brother or the ideal husband, and him gamble and him do all kind of something. Would that make him any less the best sprinter we ever see? I say one man better than him as a sprinter because the man there is a Christian and a model citizen.
Remember we raised the argument of Diego at a drugs, you know.
Yeah, but I'm saying the drugs that Diego took were not there to enhance his performance. If anything, they were there to stop him from performing. If Diego never take drugs, they're better how him is.
Well, how is it that you, in your rightful mind, to say that the drugs that Diego take no enhancing performance?
Cocaine help you if you perform better on a field?
Yes, I will.
I never know that.
Yes, I will.
No, me tell you, me never know that.
Well, talk to somebody who has been there.
And mash cocaine mash up people in a life, brother.
It mash up some people who can manage it, and it end up mash up Diego too.
Yeah. Then if Diego never had take cocaine, him know that better than how him is now, man.
Possible.
Yeah.
We not take it from him, you know. We not taking skill set from him. But me I said to you that with him skill set and the jokes, it's every enhancing performance.
You know about a cricketer named Shane Warne?
Yes.
You know that Shane Warne was banned for 1 year because of drug use? You know that or you never remember?
So hold on. So what the reason behind them banning them?
No. The question is, because Shane was banned for drug use, when I'm comparing Shane with some other spinners, may if you take that from him?
No, but you see with cricket and football are two different things.
Oh.
When you go on with drugs, with cocaine, with cricket and football are two different things.
So you say cocaine did make Diego perform better. All right, me hear you. Me not agree.
Yes.
So if me want to perform better, me just start down some coke.
I had a player in a Pele time.
Yeah.
When I enjoy what put me in guided. Who them I consider to be a better baller.
Who that? Jarzinho them?
No, I think his name guy in Jar, some name of the sort. Right? Because I see a little bit of Pele. Me no see, me have some of clippings, but me just right, but we
really work with them. Pele was the man.
Well,
yeah.
People will have them preference.
Yeah. So
people will have them preference.
Me know why you tell me what them say. Tell me what you say because
but me couldn't know because I wasn't around them.
Yeah, but me I said them say Pele was better. See, some of the them where I say some other man did better than Pele.
Yeah, because he never play a lot.
Well, me don't know who you attack.
I think his name is Garincha.
Garincha?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, man. Garincha, they did same part.
He never play a lot because him at the team
yeah.
Right? And if he had played the amount of games
okay.
Right? But back to Messi. Right now, Messi is my baller. Right? And if me should have paid because in terms of fun. Yes, man. More fun to watch.
Me not agree necessarily. Well, more fun to watch to you.
Yeah, man. Yeah, for me, watching Diego are more fun than watching Messi.
To you?
Yes.
All right.
And Messi coming at time as a gentleman before it go play.
Yeah, but maybe the way how Messi is good, maybe had he come in Diego's time when the rules were different, he would find a way around it as well.
You believe that?
Granted, he's not of the same imposing physical status. Diego could ride the challenge because he was a very, very thick and very strong.
Yes, and he's sharp and robust.
Yeah.
And go through.
So, maybe, you know.
But me I tell you, if Messi did come in at that time, in his 70s and play them a play, he would have get mashed up.
Maybe.
Me I tell you, I get mashed up.
So you said Diego ahead of Messi for you?
No, that me say. Me I put overall, me I put Messi as a one.
Me can understand why you would say that.
But if me have a watch back,
All right, cool. Are we staying on 615-2841? 615-2841. You can call through now and let your voice and your views be known and exposed to the public. Hello.
Yes, sir. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Is that the great Orville Higgins?
This is the great Orville Higgins.
Oh, sir. Anyway, all right. Diego Maradona, Pele, and Mr. Lionel Messi.
Yes.
Your last call and said, you're right, you know. Him can't say Mr. Messi would get mashed up if he was around during Pele and Maradona's time. No, sir.
Now we can't be sure because had Messi come around when those rules were in existence, with the world class mind that he has, he'd probably adjust and adapted both physically and mentally. If those were what the conditions.
Admittedly, the man is one in a million years, sir.
Special
not unlike Pele and Maradona.
Yes.
But in terms of the field behavior now, I wouldn't compare Lionel Messi with Maradona because Lionel Messi is not much better, you know.
Lionel Messi. So who would you
dealing with off the field because Lionel Messi is a big tax, has been a big tax. We don't call him. He was a tax cheat, you know.
Was a tax cheat
in combination with his father.
Well, let them there for do with football.
Yeah, so I wouldn't compare. I would have compared them with Messi with Pele.
Yeah, but
compare Lionel Messi with Maradona in terms of the field.
All them something now. Yeah, bring up that Messi was a tax cheat. What that have to do with football?
No, me not. I would demand great. It's not I tell you that he's one in a million.
Oh, so, true. The other man bring up.
But in terms of compare he and Maradona, in terms of the field, I say Maradona, but he is better than Maradona, no, sir.
Oh, all right. So Maradona had drugs problems, and Messi was convicted of tax fraud.
Yes.
Back in the day.
Yes, but
lucky him never get prison time and them things.
Mr. Pele now.
Yeah.
They get a free passport to stardom, you know, unlike Pele. Pele, racism as a big drawback on Pele, you know. So people who decide to give Pele his due, we should allow them to.
Okay, all right. So Pele never had any.
Football, they present their football now.
Pele never had any off-field issues.
Pardon me?
Well, sir, of them three, Pele never have no off-the-field issues. The
man resigned as a minister of sport, you know, sir.
So that makes him a better footballer than the other two.
You know, he couldn't go nowhere near there, so.
So if you have to,
so let's move on, sir. No disrespect. Let's move on.
All right, let's move on.
Yes, sir. The 1 and 2 of the minors, sir. They are coming to the fore, and congratulations. And that gentleman from Curacao, he's not really originally from Curacao. The man they born in the Netherlands, you know.
Which man?
And the Netherlands is a powerhouse football.
Which man?
That saved those 13, 15 stoppage there in the goal there.
Which goalie? Which goalie we
The
talking?
guy from Curacao yesterday, sir. 15.
Oh, the Curacao goalie saved 15
Yeah,
shots.
he's 37-year-old.
Oh, I wasn't even aware of that.
Yeah, yes.
Mm.
Yes, man. I believe you have to them, man. So the minors, they are going on still. But at Netherlands again, very bad lucky,
Hold the line. We give you exactly 1 minute to complete when we come back after the break. Hold.
Jamaica, this summer football season, we're taking it outside. The biggest watch party is going down at Cayman's Park. Watch the FIFA World Cup 2026 on Rush Sports, the official broadcaster at Cayman's Park on the biggest outdoor screen in the Caribbean. Link up your crew, pull up and watch your favorite teams compete from June 12th to July 19th. Just the tailgate party at Cayman's Park. Be there. Big vibes, best odds, only with Just Bet. Visit at JustBetJA on Instagram for more details. Must be 18 years or older. Please game responsibly. Just Bet.
The Music Mart, the only complete music store in Jamaica. Jamaica's largest selection of musical instruments, studio and stage equipment, accessories, great music gear for everyone. Call or visit today. 8 South Avenue, Kingston 10. Telephone 876-960-7712 or visit www.musicmart.biz. The Music Mart, the only complete music store in Jamaica.
You're listening to Omega Radio. Broadcasting live. Omega Radio. Omega Radio.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and number one daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
Yeah, back with you.
Yes, sir. I was talking about the Dutch song, Netherlands.
Yes, you said
I think they are bad luck in terms of lifting a World Cup title.
Yeah, well, they've gone to 3 and never win.
3 times, if I'm not mistaken, they went to the final 3 times.
Yes.
The last night was 2010 against Spain.
Yes.
No, unfortunate. Anyway,
Yeah.
pick up yourself and we'll talk next time.
We'll talk next time. Yes, man. Pick up.
Okay, sir.
All right, so that was... Oh, Lord. Who was that again? With us, so that was another very good call. The lines are open again. 615-2841. Back on line. Hello. Hello. Oh, not there. Yes, so the point I was making about... Well,
It's now time for text messages on the sports desk.
open them for me, Sir Cat, because this mouse here give me a hard time. Orville, I've heard enough of this garbage about Messi don't get harsh tackles. I dare you to go on YouTube and search for harsh tackles on Messi to prove that this is a myth. This argument was started by Messi haters to try to discredit him. Don't fall in the trap, Orville. Go and watch the videos yourself. Two-Face from Kingston. One of the things that tells intelligence for me, basic intelligence, is people's ability to recall what they hear. Now, this man says, I said Messi does not get harsh tackles. Now, I am not even going to respond further than saying I said no such thing. So you are saying I said Messi does not get harsh tackles. And then you went on. I must go watch tapes and things. I won't even dignify your criticism of me with any further answer than that. Than to say, you said I said Messi does not get harsh tackles. My only answer for you, I didn't say any such things. At no point did I say that. I'm not even going to tell you what I said. But if after saying the things I say, you come away, you interpret what I said, that by saying me say Messi not get no harsh tackles, you have a problem. Not me. One last one, kid. Good afternoon, Orville. This must be the worst caller ever on the sports desk. What do your off the field, how that have to do with how good you are on the field? I was at a loss to understand that as well. But let's go back online. Hello. Hello. Oh, that call dropped. People, sometimes we feel listening. Sometimes we feel listening. How does one say adapt, Mr.? One more text. Open this one. No ranked favorite has ever won the World Cup. Hence, Argentina is all bark and not bite for me right now. No favorite never win the World Cup? What kind of argument is? 1970, Brazil was favorites, big man. In fact, 1962, Brazil were favorites as well, I would think. So no, I agree with that. So no favorite never win World Cup. Then 1970 when Brazil have Pele and Jairzinho and Rivellino and all of them, man. And never them a favorite. I don't think that the favorites always win, but some World Cup, some team are favorite will win, man. All right, back on line. Hello.
Hello?
Yes.
Serve you, Wagwan.
Who this again?
Ian, man.
Eh?
Ian.
Ian, how you do, Ian?
There, no?
Yes, sir. What's up?
America, there, I tell you, a German, not tell you.
You say Germany, you say?
Yeah.
You still say Germany after what? They play 2 games.
By a good person, I have to know.
Yeah, you switch.
No, really switch, man. I tell them same way, but no look at them I go with, you know.
What them do now? Them how them 2 results go? Remind me.
Well, the first one, them win our again 7-1.
Them beat up Curacao.
Yeah.
And then what happened in them second game again?
Them go one love in the first. The side scored for them 1 love in the first half. And then make 2 change and come out and win the game 2-1.
Who them beat that second game?
When I say, I remember that side then I think our African side now come. I remember on a quarter bar.
Cote d'Ivoire. It could be Cote d'Ivoire.
Yeah.
Which one of the sides? But you say you have lost. You start getting cold feet already?
No, the cold feet no, but yeah, look for a certain type of flair from the side. Which I'm showing at the first match, but I'm going to show it at the second match and I'm come under pressure, better side.
Okay.
So right now, to me, England look like one of the favorites right now.
Who?
England.
Oh, England look like one of the favorites.
Yeah.
But England were one of the favorites even before them kick a ball.
Yes, but no, that was still a bit more convincing.
So if you had to pick one side now from what you see so far, it would be England.
Yeah, man.
Okay. Some say France, some say Spain.
Yes, that's true. One of them will go to final. One of them said that way.
Yeah.
But you see, Argentina go and good enough, but sometimes they buck up on a good defense.
Yeah.
They might not a problem. Because I want to square them up on the side and I miss you.
5 goals, 1 man score all 5.
Yeah. So that is a problem. That's all. Right away. Anybody watch the game know that. See me, sir?
Yes.
So
I said them two overly dependent on the boss.
Huh?
They are too overly dependent on the boss.
Right. With England now, England on the side and a 3 different score up in the line I 1 match.
Yeah, with Harry Kane getting 2.
All right.
And then who else had scored again?
Rashford.
Jude
Bellingham. Yeah.
Who did score the other one? Can't remember.
No man, I 4-2 man. Rashford scored 1. Bellingham scored 1.
Yeah, it was 4-2. Harry Kane scored 2. Right. It wasn't 5. It was 4-2. You're right.
Yeah man. So you look on goal scorer right around the park, so you know.
Yes.
And a goal in match now.
Yes.
All right. So of all the side, a 2 side score over 3 goals in the World Cup so far. 2 side score over 3 goals in the World Cup so far. You understand me?
2 sides score more than 3 goals.
Over 3 goals.
Germany and who?
Same England.
No, one side no beat a side 5-1 man.
Oh yes, that's true. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that's true. All right, so 3 side then.
And if me think hard, me probably could I get more another side that scored 3 or more.
Yeah. Alright, so when I don't know since to me Argentina outside. Them been in the more past quarter final.
Okay. Is England your thing there?
Yeah man, England, France, Germany, all of them key side.
Okay, boss.
Yeah man, with 2 of them I got semi. I would ever take it further so.
Okay.
Yeah man, so and that's the thing that I go still. You know?
Alright, sir.
Yeah man. And thanks to that thing that the other day still. I ain't not talking right now, you know?
Oh, you mean credit?
Yeah man.
I never mean send a credit, so don't give me the credit to send your credit.
Oh, the station.
Oh, alright.
Are you co-host?
Yeah man, as it and forget the credit for the credit. Alright.
That's alright.
Me not take no credit for that. Alright, sir. Cool. Respect. Alright, one last one before we run out. One exact last one. One dege one. We can use a little bit of that few minutes left to implore you again to support our telethon efforts. The telethon will end, I think, on the 28th, so you have limited time to get your contributions in. And as we told you, we previously would have given you other lines, but that was kind of too hard for people to remember. So we have left it at one line. The account name is Omega Church Broadcasting Network SA Limited. And the account number is 361-400-372. And you can make your contribution there. If you feel like dropping it off at 17 Healing Road, you could as well. We accept it. And we accept it no matter how small. You know the classic Jamaican phrase, every mickle does make a muckle. We take the very final one now though. Hello.
Yeah, well,
yeah, man, Medea. Who is this again?
I want to tell you, you are going, I just means a listener about more learn also, right? I just ask a question.
Yes.
The football, them, the players, them back then, pretend to know. Which some would you say more skiller baller with flares and all of them things there? I just want to know.
My definition of skill different from your definition of skill. Because me think Lionel Messi is the skillest baller where I play football right now. But him is not a shiffable. Because sometimes that we call skill.
Oh, no, that is what me talk about skill. Like, you know, see, I'm on block, I'm on pile, I'm on whatever. And score some goal. But I understand you say in skill in terms of when him see the opportunity to score.
Yeah, man.
Him score the goal. That's
skill. When me say a baller, skillful, you know, it's his ability to master the tenets of football. Passing, controlling, shooting, that them thing that me call skill, you know. The man we can salad and pile. I know that necessarily alone me call skill. Yeah.
What my director says still, you know, like back then you don't see all the man shift couple man and then you can see him score goal. That was no.
Yeah, I think more individual kind of thing did about 30 years ago than now.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm asking about.
Yeah. Okay. If I that attack, if I what we call skill, then more skill did about in a them time than now.
Because actually, why me not too call because me not follow sports like that. But as I said before, when I watch football or even Manning Cup, when me usually go watch it back then, me just the individual baller will move a bag of man, shift a bag of man and go score a ball, go score a goal. You understand what I say?
Yeah, man, you're right. Less of them type of baller that bout now.
Yes, and I just one thing before me. When it's skillest baller to me when I ever see a Ronaldinho. Maybe I'm wrong, but that is just for me still. You understand?
Okay.
The
program done. I'm sure you hear the theme in your ears, so it means we have to pack up and run out of here.
No more overstand that, man. Manners and respect.
Manners and respect. And call us
Yeah,
tomorrow.
yeah.
That then brings us to the end of the show for today. Big up to all of the callers who took the time to be part of it. Yeah. Big up to Bull and Yashima for taking part as our World Cup analyst. Richard Cat Anderson on the other end of the line. And with thanks to all of you who took the time out of your day to be listening for the last few minutes. Orville is the name. Join us again tomorrow.
That's the Sports Desk for today. Remember to tune in and participate on the Sports Desk Mondays through to Fridays 1 to 4 p.m.